Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Drop Frames. It's a new year. It's a new show. Zeke and Cohh are out this week. Zeke's in New York with his girl, his significant other. Let's go with that because I don't know what they refer to themselves as. And Cohh is playing video games, or I don't know, doing Cohh things. But I'm still here, and we've got Vtubers and Bruce Greene, who's also a Vtuber.
Hello.
Right, Bruce?
The Vtubers are more important than me. Let's just talk to the Vtubers.
No. Hi.
Maybe so. Let's have the. I feel like let's have the Vtubers introduce themselves, please. Vtubers, introduce yourselves. Like, it's so stupid. You are the first, I will say, Vtubers we've had. And as a flesh tuber, am I using the correct terminology? Is this correct?
Yeah.
Okay, as a flesh tuber, I gotta say it's kind of weird. Like it's cool though because we can actually see your facial. See, I just saw Jhinxx made that face, and that's great because I know she thought my comment was stupid, and I could read her face. Thinking, and Neomi's doing other stuff over there. But I could see that Jhinxx thought that my comment was stupid, and that's great.
Yeah.
This is the future, or the now, I guess, or something like that. Oh my God, and Rafflegator's in the chat. This motherfucker.
Hi, Rob.
Of course, Rob shows up. Unbelievable. Yeah, let's have you guys introduce yourselves. How long you been streaming? What do you stream? And I guess we'll talk about your VTuber model. What is like the polite etiquette? Tell me that as well. Jhinxx, we'll throw to you.
Hello.
Wow, that was an amazing intro.
Amazing. You've got so much energy, Jhinxx. It's just oozing with enthusiasm and excitement to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot what you wanted. What do we say?
Okay. What do you stream, Jhinxx? What do you stream? How long you been streaming?
I've been streaming for I think around 8 years now.
Okay.
I stream variety games. I used to stream editing, but now I'm a full-time streamer, gaming streamer. Pew pew.
Okay. All right. What, like video edit, you mean?
Yeah, video YouTube editing. I used to. And now I stream variety games, horror games, Marvel Rival games, shooting games, games that, yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Games that, yeah. That's what we like to hear. Neomi, what about yourself? How long you been streaming, and what's your go-to type of game?
I've been streaming for I think a little over 2 years. And I stream like primarily horror games and like indie horror games.
Oh,
with a huge focus of indie horror games. Yeah.
I'm very sad that Zeke is not here because Zeke is also a huge indie game fan, but also partakes in the spooky games every once in a while.
Yeah.
Have you guys been VTubing your entire streaming career?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
When did this problem start for you, Jhinxx?
Problem?
I think it was 4 years ago when the boom of VTubing starting. I didn't know what VTubers were. I just I used to use a GIF of my OC because I did use a camera, but I'm ugly.
Hold on. Okay. Let me preface the two of you that you are dealing with a very old audience. So when you say OC, they don't know what the fuck that means. So please expand. What is OC? What does that mean? Can you please?
Original character.
Okay. All right. And that means that it is a character that you own the IP to.
Yeah, it's like how you want to appear to other people.
Okay. Got it. Understood.
Yeah, and then VTubing kind of like came around, I think it was 4 years ago. I didn't know what it was. There was a free like program to make your own avatar, and I made my own avatar, and then I kind of learned what VTubing was. Yeah.
Okay. Neomi, same kind of path for you? What was your pathway to this?
I haven't been VTubing very long. I think my first year of streaming was with webcam, and I was primarily like a DBD streamer for like my first year of streaming.
That's Dead by Daylight. We got okay.
I was Dead by
acronyms.
Daylight. Yes.
Guys,
Yeah,
let's
sorry,
just cut the
sorry.
acronyms out of your vocabulary.
Yeah, I streamed DVD for about, I would say, the first year of my streaming journey, and then I think I've only been a VTuber for about a year, I think now. So
Got it.
I don't know.
Okay. And Bruce, when did you start VTubing? When did your whole transformation begin?
My transformation began when I was around 12 years old, and I started getting hair where there was no hair before.
Great.
I don't know. Yeah, so that's
That's similar to the the VTubing transformation. Yeah, that's how it starts.
There's a lot of hair. There was a lot of hair on my face. I didn't have hair on my face before. I had hair on my armpits.
Yeah, that's very weird.
And then hair in other places too, but I don't want to talk about that. I feel
Yeah,
like this is a family podcast.
Those are for the Kick VTube
Family.
streams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
family.
blue site streams.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting Rafflegator, our Drop Frames reporter, is letting me know that Jhinxx is a degen and Neomi likes to be chased by serial killers.
It's true.
Not a DJ.
This is
Okay.
not a
I
family
got a thing
stream.
for
Never mind.
masked
I'm
men, you know?
All right. Yeah, fair enough. So I want to know, we've been, you guys are the first VTubers we've had on the show. VTubers are not new to Twitch. I would say they're actually pretty ingrained in the Twitch culture these days. But I want to know, like, the tech behind it. Does everyone use the same VTubing program? Are there different VTuber programs? Is it like a class system where like higher viewer VTubers use a higher
Class system?
Is it like more expensive
Yep.
VTuber software? Is that what it is?
Definitely is. So me and Neomi are poor. That's why we're 3D. Because
All right, so we've got some broke ass
high-
VTubers off
Yes.
the street.
yes, the high tier VTubers use the 2D ones. They cost a lot of money because what you do is you need to get an artist and they can cost thousands and they make all these different layers and stuff because then they need to be rigged. So there's all these layers of all these things that move around
Uh-huh.
and that can cost thousands again. There have been VTube models that have been up to $20,000, $20,000 on
Whoa,
Twitch.
yeah.
It costs the high tier models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just basically because of all the like rigging is the cost, right? Because you have to have the art to
No,
rig
the
it
art
too.
costs a lot too.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a little bit of both then.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you want to get a really good artist, they cost a lot of money. If you want to get a really good rigger, it costs a lot of money because it takes a lot of time. It can take months. It can take a year to do a full 2D model.
Yeah, that Strippin's on like 7 years, I think, for his VTube model, right? So it
Yeah,
takes some time.
exactly.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Is it the type of thing where like people gatekeep the best riggers?
I think some riggers prefer to work with the more established VTubers or ones that they've worked with before.
Okay.
So like while people have grown up through VTubing, they've worked with specific people and then they kind of keep to those people to keep working with them.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. Would you say that there's like an entire industry then behind the VTuber industry that basically supports it?
Oh yeah, they make lots of money. They make so much money. If you can learn how to rig, you can make so much money from VTubers. And because there's like thousands of VTubers now, there is so much money going into art, into emotes, into rigging, into all of these different things that are just for VTubers. Who are streamers.
Yeah. So the other thing too is that a lot of the artists and riggers, there's like, I don't want to say free sites, but there's sites where you can go and like buy a VTuber model, right? And it's a custom
pre-made,
one,
yeah.
but it's like pre-made.
Yeah, pre-made.
Yeah.
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 What do those typically run if someone was wanting to like begin? Do you guys happen to know?
I don't know. Some of them are free. Some of them could be hundreds. I don't have one. I've never had a 2D one. I've only used 3D ones. I made my model, and I made Naomi's model too.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was the case. Well, how long was that process?
Yeah,
then?
I'm her mother.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
I wake up every
Real?
morning
Is
and
that
she
real?
dresses me for school.
Yeah, Chad, is this real? Is that real?
It's true.
What was that process like then? Like what? Describe to me. I guess
Well-
does the art come first and then the rigging?
Yeah, you got to have art to rig something. Without art, you got nothing to touch. I don't know how they do it, but they use some kind of program, and then it takes a really long time for them to learn and a really long time for them to do a 2D model.
Got it. Okay. And so I guess that's another difference. There's 2D models and then there's 3D models.
Yes, so 2D models are cool because the art style can be really unique. And you could do some really cool toggles and effects with 2D because of the program that they use. 3D, like me and Naomi, some people prefer 3D models because we're more expressive. So with 2D models, like the lips can move like a wow, 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 and the eyes can close. But like with 3D, we're more like, it's more like
You have
expressive.
facial
It looks more like
animations,
a real face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and expressions.
And also, some of us can have hands. I mean, I can put my hands on, but some of us can, we have hands in 3D. You don't have hands in 2D. It's more static.
Okay, what is that? What does I can put my hands on mean?
So I have a camera. I have like a little camera that tracks my hands and finger movements, and I attach it to a belt, and I strangle myself with it. It really hurts, and it can track my hands and fingers in this program.
So you're saying you came to this show not fully VTubed out?
It strangles me. It's painful. I'll do it.
Strangles
I'll do
you?
it.
What-
Give me
hold on,
1 second, and I'll.
What is it? Hold on. What is the art? Is it like a? God damn it! Now I can't. Is it like a corset or like what? What are we talking?
It's like
It's
a
like
thing
a
that you
little
strap to your
camera.
chest. Yeah.
Oh!
It's
It's
a
like
little camera.
it's like a wraparound thing.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah, but I tie it around my neck, and so it can see what's in front of it.
Wait, why do you
Thanks with my
tie it around
hand.
your neck?
Because that's how we put it on. I'm poor. I don't have a great setup. I use a belt.
I didn't say that you weren't.
And I strap it around my neck.
I didn't say anything like that. Okay. If you would like to do that to show the audience how. Okay, stop that.
Okay, I'll get it on.
That was so that's a preset. You have preset animations, right?
Okay, I have some preset animations. Yeah.
Okay. The dab is one of them. There we go. Another dab. Thank you for the
Chat,
I
eat the
will
rich.
put my hands
Eat the
on
rich.
your neck.
JP is the rich. Eat the
I'm
rich.
not the fucking rich. What are you talking
Eat
about?
the rich, JP.
No, we're not going to eat the rich. We're not going to eat the rich. I mean, hold on. No, we can eat the rich if we want to, but I'm not the rich that's the important thing here. If you want to eat the rich, go ahead. But Cohh's the rich. That's right. Cohh is the rich. This show is already off the
You want to know how
rails.
much my VTuber model costs?
Wait, what you have a VTuber model?
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It tracks my hands.
Oh, fair.
It tracks my head.
Yeah.
It tracks my facial expressions, right?
Uh-huh.
But I have to ask my parents how much it costs to raise me, because I think, how much is it? Is it like $100,000 a year or whatever to raise a kid?
Something like that.
Holy whoa.
Yeah.
It's I don't
Kids
know.
are
It's like
expensive, man.
yeah, they cost like $1 million, like when they're like 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to ask
okay.
my parents.
Yeah, kids are scary, man. It's scary expensive. Like how Jhinxx is like slow. It's like Exorcist. The Exorcist is happening down there, and now she's screaming. I don't know what she just screamed. I don't know what.
we were doing our gestures, so like I can do this.
Oh, okay. So you have like preset.
And I can cry and be sad.
Okay, I don't like that. That's awkward. I don't like that.
I can blush.
I have a microphone in my hand. Oh my god, I can't get it out of my hand.
It just stuck to your hand.
It's because I do karaoke streams, but okay, I'll just
Oh, you
put
do
this hand
karaoke
up.
streams?
Hello.
Oh,
That's
so these are the. So now you're choking yourself and you have hands.
Yep.
But hold on, you got to put. Can you individually move your fingers? Like how precise? Okay, that's the correct thing. Wait, does it? Can you wiggle it left and right? Like what are the? Okay, it's just up or down.
You want me to do a finger wag? No.
For a podcast listener, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" But for
Yeah,
for a video, it's gonna make sense. Got it. Wait, what? Okay, stop doing that.
Wasn't there? Like...
Stop doing that. Jesus Christ. What happens if you
don't stop doing that, Jhinxx. I love it.
No, okay. Bruce, you're turning into a gooner now. You're a gooner viewer, Bruce.
I'm not gooning anything. All right.
We're very familiar with
Vtuber
gooners.
XP.
We are
Okay.
very familiar with gooners.
Okay.
I bet you are.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. That took 28 minutes. And I was the one to bring it up. I was the one to bring it up. Okay. Thank you, Jay. So what the rich VTubers, these slime balls, how much like tracking do they do? Does it depend on the VTuber? Does it do like full body tracking?
Some VTubers are insane. Like Zendrea is a name drop. She really likes 3D models because she comes from the VRChat world, so she's really into 3D. She has crazy setup. She has a whole suit. She has like a whole glove that she puts onto her hands so
Is it
she
like
can
a
track
power
her
glove?
fingers. Yeah, I think they're called power gloves. Yeah, it's
Oh, that's the
insane.
actual.
Some people
That's the
have
actual.
the
No.
craziest
Hold on.
tracking.
Okay, I'm really old, Jhinxx. So a power glove.
Power glove is from Nintendo. That's
A
from
power
Nintendo,
glove is
very
from
many years ago.
Nintendo back in the day. It was like a thing that you could put on your hand, and it was like a accessory.
Mm.
Anyways, yeah. Sorry.
Mm.
It's probably a power glove though. That's probably what it
Yeah,
is.
it's probably a power glove. I don't know. It's a
It's a
glove.
sick name.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, chat, when she says suit, don't do what I did and get called out by Jhinxx. Because stop tapping your mic. When I heard VTuber suit or like VR suit, my mind went to like, okay, this is like some sort of like Trinity bullshit from the Matrix. But that's not the case. You're just talking about straps on the legs and on the wrist. And a neck strap if you're whatever you're wearing, right?
Yes. But for the cases in Treya, I'm pretty sure she has a whole mocap suit that costs like 20K upwards.
Oh,
like,
she's got
a
like the
whole
little
mo-
balls all around her on like a
Yeah.
mocap
Yeah,
suit.
I'm pretty sure she's one of the ones that has that. And Code Miko is also a really big
yeah, Code
prolific
Miko's
VTuber for having
crazy.
a sick setup. Of
Yeah.
like a massive, like a full body suit.
She built like her entire universe in like UE5 or whatever. She's on another level as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If you've never seen her stuff, definitely Google her stuff. Chat. It's MIKO. Code MIKO. She does some crazy stuff. So I guess tech stuff aside, let's ask the personal question perhaps. Why VTubing? What drew you to the idea of VTubing? I'll throw it to Neomi first.
I think it's different for everybody. Some people just really like the look of VTubing and they want to like be this like, they want to be a PNG, they want to be like an anime girl. For me, it was kind of more of a convenience thing. I got really tired of waking up like 2 hours before stream or an hour before stream to get ready because I do hair and makeup before I use my
me
webcam,
and Bruce,
no matter
it
what.
takes hours for us to get ready for.
Oh my gosh, a literal hour. I was up
Yeah,
at
for
6 in the
me.
morning.
Yeah. This was like
I
a
was shaving every hair and like I put
4 hour
Yeah.
ordeal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
I got kind of tired of having to do that every day. It gets really exhausting having to wake up like super early to get ready to stream and then finally stream because I was streaming in the morning. And when you're trying to get partnered and things like that, you want to kind of keep the same schedule. You want to like you know how that is.
Yeah.
So I stuck with the morning streams and I was like, I'm getting kind of tired of waking up so early. So I had, thankfully, I have a lot of really amazing friends and very, very talented friends like Jhinxx, who could make me a like custom model in VRChat, and I had that for a long time. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to use this in like a VTuber setting, and I had someone rig that for me, and then I just started using that, and I kind of never went back to webcam. I mean, I kind of still use it. I still use my webcam every now and then, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
But it's mostly for like Lego streams, and when I do like Pokemon pack rip streams, I will sometimes use my webcam still.
So is from an audience point of view, do you find that your audience prefers you as, I don't want to say you as Neomi, but you as a VTuber, or you as a flesh tuber? I don't know like what the actual names are here, so let's just go with flesh tuber.
I'm not sure. I feel like my chat's very cool. I really like my chat a lot. Hi guys. But I mean, I think they like both. I think they really do just like both. But I think I prefer my VTuber because it's sort of like, it's like an expression of like, I can't explain it. It's sort of like an inner expression of me. You know what I mean? It's like a reflection of like, if I was a character, this is what I would want to look like. And I think it's really cool that I can kind of reflect that as a VTuber. It's really, really cool.
Would you say that like you feel more yourself when you're in,
yes,
when you're using your VTuber? You feel more comfortable?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
That makes sense.
sure.
I totally get that. The only thing I can relate to, like when we used to do D&D on the channel, whenever we would like role play our D&D characters, I felt more at ease in that space than I did just like, you know, talking on the PC or just doing like a just chatting stream. Because you kind of have a different rule set, I guess, that you live by. Or you have certain filters that maybe aren't in place by the boundaries that you set for yourself type deal. So I totally understand that fact of it. Jhinxx, for you, same thing. Do you agree, relate to everything Neomi said?
Yeah, I agree. I'm ugly, and that's why I have a VTuber avatar.
She's not ugly. You are not ugly.
I'm really ugly.
What?
I'm super
She's
ugly
lying.
and
She is
self-conscious.
freaking lying. She's
So
a
I
liar.
have a
Same,
VTuber avatar
Jhinxx.
because I'm ugly.
Same, Jhinxx. Same.
Like
Wait,
that's
so-
the stereotype too, that everyone's like, oh, all these girls use a VTuber avatar because they're ugly. And then I saw all these VTubers post on Twitter, I'm not ugly, and then a selfie of them, and I'm like, I'm the ugly one. I do it because I'm ugly.
It's not true.
Jesus.
I disagree.
Okay. Well,
I could be anything I want like this, and it's
Yes.
fun.
yeah.
That's
No,
the fun part of it.
I can understand the allure to that for sure. And I also think it's just like a fun thing. I don't know if I would ever like do it full time, but to have like another model would be good. What is Bruce? Bruce is doing something silly. Okay, Bruce.
I've got a bunch of outfits too. Jhinxx is like she's like my stylist.
Your stylist.
So, like,
well, Bruce
she's my
is a
stylist.
Spartan right now. Can you hear us, Bruce?
I can barely hear you, but it is more fun wearing a mask.
It is. Yeah.
It's more fun wearing a
is.
mask and talking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Would you? So let me ask Jhinxx and Neomi, what makes a good VTuber? From a VTuber point of view, when you look at
I'll
other
let Jhinxx answer
VTubers,
first.
what do you
So-
think that like? Oh man, that's a really good VTuber.
I don't watch VTubers, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Why not? What's the reason for that?
You really want me to get into it?
Yeah. What? Unless you're gonna be
Ooh,
like
the
that they're. Yes. Let's just say yes.
I think VTubers are cringe.
Why do you think they're cringe?
And I'm one of the cringe ones. I don't know. There's a lot of like, not rules, but like things and clicks and I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's just like a lot of things that, I don't know. It's like VTubers can get away with a lot of things that people can't.
Okay. Because it applies
like-
to the VTuber and not a real person in people's minds? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, like I don't know, like I don't want to talk about poop, but like VTubers talk about poop a lot, right? And it's okay, like it's normal, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's like a very like oh my god.
We're good. The VTuber agency is calling. They're silencing her.
They're here, they're coming to get
They're coming to get her.
I'm leaking secrets.
Oh my god.
No, that's
please.
my chicken wings.
Okay.
No. What I think makes a good VTuber is number one, the thing that people see first is the voice. The voice is very important.
Yeah.
You need a good voice. Like that's the thing that people like they tend to like see past what you look like, your model, and it's like the voice that really like attracts them.
Okay.
And then you need personality. There's like a bunch of VTuber tropes of like
what is this? You did it was telling that you
well,
did
it's because
this.
there's like tropes, like you know, there's like anime girl tropes, you know, like
I
you
don't
have
know
the
anything
cute
about
one.
anime, Jhinxx. I'm not a weeb. I don't watch anime.
Yes, you are. There's the cute one, and then there's like the very sexual one, or there's the very crazy one, or the lolly one.
I don't. You lost me. What is? I don't. Anime.
There's categories.
You know anime.
I
Yeah,
don't.
there's like a bunch of kind of like tropes that VTubers have.
Got it. Okay. And that's bad. You don't like that?
It's like anime. And then you like pick the one that you like the most, and then they're like your anime waifu. It's kind of like the same with VTubing and streaming.
Wait. So if you like a VTuber, that's your anime waifu?
No, that's really parasocial. But it's like
You just said that's what you just said. Hold on. Is that your Oshi?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It takes on Japanese anime a lot. VTubing is a lot like Japanese anime.
Okay. All right. Ollie's here. He heard VTubers.
Doggy, cute.
Yeah, he wants a treat. What the fuck were we talking about? Bruce,
I don't know. I'm
Bruce,
not even
take
sure.
over.
I have no idea.
Bruce,
What?
take
You want
over.
me to take over?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me see. What should we talk about?
Co-host Bruce.
Jhinxx, what video games have you been streaming?
Marvel Rivals and Project
Marvel Rivals.
Zomboid.
All right. Who's your main in Marvel Rivals?
Rocket Raccoon.
You know, it's times like this
Rocket.
where I really appreciate Cohh and Zeke.
I don't know what you guys were talking about. All I heard was gooning, and I tuned out like 30 minutes ago.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna go back to what you've been playing. We're obviously gonna talk about Rivals, but I want you guys mentioned VRChat. VRChat is a territory. It is a thing that we have not discussed on the show because we've never had folks on the show that partake in the VRChat. I realize I'm speaking about it as if it's some foreign like drug that you need to be careful with. But I'm not, that's not what I mean. Did you guys start with VRChat and transition to like, is VRChat the catalyst for your VTuber?
Yes. For my
life?
VTuber model, yes, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Same for you, Jhinxx, or were you?
No, I think I was VTubing before I got into VRChat.
Okay. What would you say VRChat has VRChat changed you, Jhinxx?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I got into VRChat when COVID hit. You know,
Oh,
nothing
sure.
to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So I went into VRChat one time. After one day, I bought a headset, a very cheap, horrible headset, and it was still amazing.
Yeah. You were using the desktop client then. Before that.
Yeah, I used a desktop for one day and then bought a headset instantly afterwards because I wanted to try out VR, and it was really cool.
Bruce, have you ever VR chatted? I've never ventured.
I have. No,
I'm very
have.
familiar with what it is. I've had the pleasure / displeasure of watching a Rafflegator stream every once in a while. And seeing a date night, et cetera, et cetera. What is your VRChat experience, Bruce?
It's kind of what you expect. Like VRChat is, if you don't get into the right community, then you're just sort of wandering from room to room, and you're watching a bunch of things that you don't really know what's going on. So you're like, it takes a while to understand the world, I think. Obviously Jhinxx and Neomi are the experts, but if you've watched any clips of VRChat, that's exactly what it is. Like when you go into VRChat, it is just clip after clip. Like you're just watching people like, mime blowjobs and like talk about recipes and like it's like literally everything. It's great. It's really, really fun. And it literally is all things. And that's kind of why I think VRChat is awesome. And again, you have to find the right community and the right room to go to. And like when I streamed it, it was really fun because I had a few people from my community join me. And then we like basically like portaled from room to room and like just went and explored stuff.
Yeah.
I was just like walking around different worlds, and it was super cool.
Yeah. What for Neomi, like what was the start? Was it a desktop client first, and then you're like, oh, I need a headset? How did what was that process?
Okay, so COVID hit and so many of us had like nothing to do. Early days of COVID, I ended up quitting. I used to work at Starbucks for like 3 years.
I
quit
Starbucks.
because it was during the time when like a lot of like our leaders in like in medicine and health didn't really know how impactful COVID was going to be and how like scary it was going to be. And so I ended up quitting because I was scared of how like nobody knew exactly like what the mortality rate was of the disease and like what it was going to do.
Yeah.
And I got really scared, so I quit my job and I had nothing to do. So I just jumped on VRChat in like a desktop mode and I was just kind of walking around. I was there for maybe 2 days.
Wait,
and then
so
I ran into
you went into VRChat by yourself, completely blind.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I was just walking around talking to people.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Can you do that today? Is that a thing that you recommend
you
people
can,
do today?
Yeah, there are public lobbies, but it's kind of a mixed bag of like the type of people you talk to. There's a lot of interesting characters, I will call them. But there's also a lot of really cool people that you run into. You can run into really cool people, and that kind of happened to me. Like 2 or 3 days into like my I don't know shenanigans on VRChat, I ran into Murder Crumpet.
Oh.
And he friended me, and that's kind of how I got integrated into the community in VRChat, the like more adult community in VRChat. So like most of the people that we hang out with, like all the people that we hang out with, are kind of at least above the age of 18 or above. So it's more of like an adult community.
For legal purposes, you have to say
yes.
that. Yeah,
No. Most people are age checked. Not even most. All people are age checked now. For that community, but I mean, it's super fun, and I'm super thankful to like run into Crumpet at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jhinxx, were you just wandering around? Were you?
Yeah, I had 2 friends that came with me, because I was like, oh, I'm bored, let's go on VRChat, and so yeah, and I had 2 friends that came with me, and then we met another community like of people who were friends, and then we explored worlds together, and yeah, it was really fun.
What do you mean by explore worlds? Break that down for me.
So there are a bunch of worlds. So in VRChat, the people who play the game also kind of run the game. They make all assets and worlds. So there are a bunch of like just like of anything. Like there's game worlds, there's story worlds, exploration worlds. You can do. They're called maps, and they could be like horror. It can be very like Roblox. And the people make stuff and put it on there, and you can just go in and explore everything.
Now, is all of VRChat like community then? Like community based and community created?
Yes.
Got it.
It's really cool, actually.
And those are all like 3D designers and like, people that could basically make like a virtual world in a game, they're throwing that
Yeah.
into VRChat. Okay.
Mhm.
How much of VRChat is like other IP being thrown in? A lot?
Well, it's like, you could find a world that's World of Warcraft, and it's literally like Orgrimmar, and it's in VRChat, and you can run around Orgrimmar in VRChat. Or like, yeah, it's very like, people find the assets online, make a world, stick it in.
Yeah. No, I saw that like basically all of Rivals basically was all the characters from Rivals are immediately put in to a thing like that. So is it mostly then like, not that this is something that for legal purposes, not that something that's something that you guys have done, but is it easy to like rip assets from another game and just throw it into VRChat?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I haven't done it, but
Yeah, for legal
lots of
purposes.
people do it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can run around VRChat as a Rocket Raccoon if you want.
I don't know if I would want that.
I would love to do that.
Oh,
Actually, I would love to walk around as the Invisible Woman. That's what I want to do.
yes.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
To do what, Bruce?
What do you mean to do what? To explore, JP.
Okay.
To go and talk to my friends.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
You gooner.
I'm not. What? You're the one that wants to be Invisible Woman, Bruce. Okay.
So what?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You can be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. Whatever you want.
In every RPG I play as a woman every time.
Yeah. That. Strangely enough, so do I.
'Cause I know what it's like to be a man, so I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a woman, so I want to.
That's the reason. That's the reason, Bruce.
That's always the reason. Every time. 10 times out of 10.
Got it. Got it. Very okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Neat.
Yeah. I like the honesty. I like the honesty. So I guess before we leave the VR chat, what's the absurdity levels of something like that? Like, obviously it can be pretty tame, but like, how ridiculous does VR chat get?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. It's like, am I allowed to describe how fucking weird VR chat can get?
Well,
Are we allowed to? It can get pretty weird.
I mean, so Jhinxx once offered on stream to take me to strip clubs in VR chat. What does that mean?
It literally means taking you to a strip club in VR chat.
So
there are dancers in VR chat.
Are the dancers being paid, or do they just enjoy dancing?
They just enjoy it for the most part. I'm not sure if they're being paid. Somehow they might be. I have no idea.
Is there like a Patreon VR chat lobby?
There might be.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there are certain communities, especially for like clubs like that might have some kind of Patreon where they can support.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
that community.
I mean, that stuff exists in like fucking Final Fantasy, right? With like ERP houses and stuff like that. So 100% that shit exists. And not
also, people do that for
I don't know
free.
anything
People
about
do
that. Yeah.
They do that for free
see the
for fun,
advertisements.
JP.
I see the advertisements.
They go and dance for fun on VR chat for who knows how long, for years, because it's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like they have like strip poles in their actual room, and they're actually spinning on the poles.
Yeah.
Some have circus equipment where they're doing aerial stunts in their room,
So
but you see it in VR chat as a model flying around.
What the fuck is circus equipment?
Like aerial stuff, like a hoop.
Like a
that's like
trapeze artist? Like, what are we talking about here?
Kind of like basically it's stuff to like mount it from the ceiling, and then they do like poses and stretches and dance on it.
Got it. Okay.
JP, have you
VR chat's
ever
got a little bit of
have you ever-
everything.
have you ever been to a circus, JP? Come on.
No one goes to. It's fucking 2025, Bruce. No one goes to circuses. When was the last time you were at a circus, Bruce?
Cirque du Soleil.
That's not a
JP.
circus.
I've never seen Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Always wanted to see
It's
it.
in the title, Cirque du Soleil, circus.
It's not a circus. That's just a Vegas show. That's just a Vegas show. So the other question, like, how easy is it to stumble upon something like that in VRChat? Is it like very simple? You just search.
Pretty common.
Yeah. It's super
you can
easy.
find people that do that sort of thing in like public lobbies. So I think VRChat has a pretty large community of people that like there's strip clubs and dancers that do like pole dancing and things like that.
Yeah.
But there's also dancers that do hip hop dancing and like all kinds of dancing, and they have really, really good tracking systems. So like every movement that they make is tracked, and it's really seamless, and it's really, really cool. Actually, these people are super talented.
Yeah. Well,
you
because
can
they're
run into that
physically
sort of
doing
stuff.
the movement
Yeah,
in real
exactly.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, in real life.
It's not
with
like a
headsets
700-pound gooner that's like
yeah, with
dressed
headsets on and cords attached sometimes too.
Yeah.
Unless they have like a cordless headset and all that stuff.
Yeah. For the tracking.
I mean,
yeah.
you can run into people doing that sort of thing in like public lobbies, like especially like larger public lobbies. You can sometimes find it. It's pretty common in VRChat.
Is there in VRChat? Is there like a way to like advertise for your lobby or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
VRChat, like sometimes when you first enter a world, they'll have like a little hallway with like little posters and stuff, and the creator of the world will update those posters every now and then, and you can
Oh.
pay money to that creator to have like your little advertisement on that poster. There's a lot of public lobbies that do that.
What's
So
the max?
I've seen that a lot actually.
What's the max size for like a lobby in VRChat?
I think the
it
biggest
varies.
is 80,
Yeah.
80?
I think.
Oh damn.
But the more people there are, the more laggier it is.
Sure.
So I think most of them cap it off at like 40 or something.
Okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense. And then like what's the scales? Like how big can those worlds be? Is that also just like dependent upon lag?
Yeah, they can be massive. They can be really huge worlds that would take hours for you to go through because they're so big. But then you have like chill little cozy rooms that are that is built for people to like sleep and that are really dark and dim. And then you can have like YouTube systems, so you can watch YouTube systems in worlds too. It's really cool. Like everything you could like imagine is probably in VRChat.
Okay. Now, did you sleep? Do people actually sleep in VR?
No, they
is
don't.
this-
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Is
sleep.
this like
No.
Yes, they do.
A
Is
lot of
this
people
They absolutely do.
Because my
Yeah.
arms are plugged in, Jhinxx. Is this a sleep?
No, people legitimately sleep in VRChat
Have you guys
with
ever heard of
headsets
cybersex?
on.
Have you guys ever heard of cybersex?
What?
ERP.
Come on, guys.
What?
ERP.
They sleep after cybersex.
What's the longest? I'm curious for all three of you. Also, give my own answer. What's the longest you guys have worn a VR headset in one single instance?
For me, I would say like 5 hours.
Okay.
It's like max.
I think I'm around 5 or
I've
6.
spent 16 hours in VRChat once.
In one
so
go?
My headset,
Holy hell.
my headset would only last 8 hours, and then I would charge it, and then I would go 8 hours again, then I would go to sleep.
Holy shit!
I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna have you guys beat. I think I did like a
used
10-hour
to
stretch.
live in
but,
VRChat.
Wait,
Some
so
people do. A lot of people live in VRChat.
It's like a second life.
I have 16 hours in VRChat. Does real life suck after that? Like, what does that do to your psyche, so to speak?
I didn't really notice anything, but I'm sure other people do. I'm sure a lot of people prefer to be in VRChat than real life, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, people have all sorts of way of escaping real life. So, if you can make a whole virtual world, why not partake
Yeah,
in
there's
that?
like some really cool stuff. Like there's a massive deaf community in VRChat, and they use sign language in VRChat
Yes.
with the
Oh,
controllers.
I thought you said
Yeah.
death, and I was like,
No,
what
death.
the
No.
fuck are you talking
No,
about?
not like dead people.
I was like, is there like a suicide cult in VR chat?
No.
Like, what the
No.
fuck is going on? You meant, okay, you said death. Yeah, that's actually awesome. If it's tracking the fingers, right? They could sign to one another.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
badass.
like they can have other deaf friends and do sign language with each other when maybe in real life they can't find other people like that.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's fantastic. Okay, my dog's being really crazy, so I'm gonna do what I never do. And Jhinxx, you have the show. Good luck. I'll be right back.
So so guys, what's your New Year's resolutions?
What is my New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
I don't make this is bad, Jhinxx. I don't make New Year's resolutions ever. I don't ever do
Oh
that.
really? Why?
I don't, the reason I don't ever make New Year's resolutions is because this is going to sound really like, I don't know, I guess trite, but I try and improve myself sort of like at different intervals, like every couple of weeks to sort of take stock and be like, what should I do here? Should I work out more? Should I eat better? Etc. Throughout the year. So I don't ever do that at the beginning of a year. But that's just the way I am. I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. That's just who I am.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, most people ditch their New Year's resolutions after 2 weeks anyway, but
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Naomi, what about you? How come you don't do New Year's resolutions? I'm curious.
I've just never stuck to them. I feel like, like you said, you can like change yourself and things about yourself anytime. It doesn't have to be at like the start of the year. Like I can, if I want to start working out more, or like doing more things, or eating better, or like stop being so toxic in video games, I can do that whenever I want.
She has not stopped that for those curious. She is toxic as fuck.
Oh wow!
I'm so nice. What do you mean? Listen, I'm
Really
like toxic.
toxic.
I just reciprocate energy that people throw at me.
Maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe so. We're talking about New
I
Year's
match their energy.
resolutions.
Yes,
That's right.
Got it. Great topic. Great topic. Let's talk Game of the Years. We did our Game of the Year show last week here on the show. We'll probably ask all of our guests this running through January, but not necessarily what your Game of the Year was, but what were some of your favorite things that you played this past year? Bruce, we can start with you.
Sure. Yeah. My Game of the Year, I think over and over I said it because it was true. Helldivers 2 was my Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I just loved it, and Helldivers like kind of went through a few times throughout 2024 that it wasn't as good as it could have been, but I think it's in its best possible spot now. So, and it was definitely the most fun I had playing a video game in 2024. I would say second to that in terms of single player was Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is so much fun, and so well made, and such a surprise too.
Yeah.
So those are two games I really loved from 2024.
Nice. Yeah, those were both on our DF list. Jhinxx, what about you? What was big in 2024 for you?
okay. I randomly stumbled upon this game, Little Kitty Big City.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that game.
Oh yeah, it's a great game.
I love
one.
that
Yeah.
game. It's so in depth to like. I couldn't imagine a game that like studied cats so much and the intricacies of a kitty, and like every time like there was anything like the cat would like purr or like you know what I mean? It's a really good game, and I think it was really well made.
So cat games, huge for Jhinxx. Or just
Just that one.
just this one? Okay, not cat games then. Just this game. I think Zeke might have played this. Hold on, okay, do you just walk around? Like what is
I played it. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. Like you just like there are different rooms and different areas that you go to where you have to like basically attain objectives and get little hats and stuff like you're showing.
Hats.
It really is adorable. It's like the non-depressed version of Stray. If you played Stray is an amazing video game, but also very sad, and this game is not sad.
Got it.
This game is very fun.
Cool. Neomi, what was big for you in 2024?
There were a bunch of really cool indie games that came out last year that like made me really, really happy. One of them being Mouthwashing. I know a lot of people have probably seen or heard about that game, but I think smaller developers like that make a game so good, and just I feel like I don't know, it just makes me happy when small developers make such a good game and everyone kind of supports them through it. Another big one that was kind of an indie game that kind of exploded was Web Fishing, and I like Web Fishing. And I love games like that because it's a game that you can kind of get together with your friends and like just relax and play. And that one was so good and so fun to play.
Yeah, would you say Web Fishing is like VRChat light?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's just kind of like playing Animal Crossing. It's just like Animal Crossing with friends, you know. You're like it's just like a different version of Animal Crossing. You're just kind of catching fish with the homies, you know. Cracking open a cold one, grabbing your pole, going to the dock. Hey guys, what's up? And you just catch some fish, you know.
Yeah, no, I can relate. I get it. I never played it, but I watched like Strip and play it a little bit. He was
as far as like bigger games.
Him and Dodger
I would
were into
say.
it.
Oh, okay. I would say the remake of Silent Hill was really good. Silent Hill remake was incredible for me. I loved it so much.
Yeah. What was I guess you could say Mouthwashing is like a scary game and also indie.
Yeah.
Is there any like other indie spooky games that you want to shout out? Because you play like that's your thing. So
I do
you probably
play a lot of them.
ton.
Yeah. I'm looking through my Steam library right now because I play so many games. I don't remember a lot of them. Ooh, a big one. A really big indie game that I played last year that I really loved so much. I've been wanting Jhinxx to play this. It was called Hollow Body. I definitely highly recommend this game. It is so good and really fun. Definitely look that up.
What are you doing, Hollow Body? Explain.
Hollow Body. It's sort of like it's Resident Evil. It takes a lot from Resident Evil, but it's a story about the main character kind of going through. They're trying to find someone that they lost, and you kind of go through the world searching for this person. And it's kind of like it just really resembles Resident Evil a lot. It was such a good story, really good game. I liked it a lot.
Cool. I was trying to find footage of you playing it, but I can't. You guys don't name your VODs.
The VOD probably, yeah. I need to start I really want to start archiving my VODs on YouTube so that they're easier to find.
Yeah, VODs are tough.
So that's probably a resolution I'll probably do then.
There you go.
I really need to get doing that.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Let's kind of shift the show back into normal. I'm sure if I have any other.
Hold on, JP. What was your game of the year?
Marvel Rivals, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Technically, 2024 game, right?
It is, yeah. Technically a 2024 game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was my. It was the type of game. Comparing it to like Overwatch, because obviously that's going to happen. And I said this last week, but just for you guys to hear it. I think Overwatch was like such a great social game to just meet people. And in 2016, it was such a perfect time for like other streamers to play with other streamers for the first time. And that's exactly what happened this time around with Rivals. And that's, you know, in a lot of ways, like without Rivals, I don't think the two of you would be on the show right now. And so huge fan of just like meeting folks through games like that. And I absolutely like enjoy those moments. And so it's just been a blast playing Rivals. Bruce, we need to get you in there. We get competitive, and Neomi's enough toxic enough to where it'll be great with you. You guys can just feed off each other's toxicity, Bruce. It'll be fantastic.
I love that JP thinks I'm toxic. I love it. JP's actually the one who's toxic. I love it. It's just my favorite. I love playing with JP, and JP's a really good player, and I actually really enjoy playing the game with JP. But JP does not enjoy playing with me. So that's the problem.
That's not true at all, Bruce.
That's the actual problem.
Yeah, that's not. I love playing with you, Bruce. You're welcome to come play anytime. It's great. Just hit me up. We won't invite Max though. Let's just not invite Max.
Oh, I love Max.
No, I don't. We don't need to carry Max. You know, we don't need to carry Max at all.
Oh man,
we can leave him off. Yeah, we can just leave him off.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't gotten like actually I don't think that toxic yet with Rivals. So That's good. I'm currently in not that it we'll go into news quickly, but we did 8 hours of League yesterday into 7 hours of Rivals. So,
Oh my god! Oh my,
Holy
whoa!
hell.
and then
my
like
God.
14 hours of League the day prior. My mental is
Woo.
kind of shot.
Okay,
If I'm being honest.
understandable.
Yeah, it's been a rough week, to say the least. It's also been a slow week in the world of video game news. Not that much is happening here, as is the case for any January, really. The Stellar Blade devs, game's going so well, and the game went so well that they gave all 311 staff a PS5 Pro, as well as a $3,400 bonus. So shout out to them for doing that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to ask you if you guys have played Stellar Blade. I will ask you, is the Stellar Blade model in VRChat?
Probably,
Yes.
most
Probably.
likely.
I can answer that, and I've never seen it. Yes. 100%.
Okay, all right, that's a yes. That's a yes. Speaking of custom skins, NetEase has basically blocked all custom skins so far in Season 1 with a new update. I'm sure there's already a fix to get around all of that stuff, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, people were, if you haven't seen any of the mods for Marvel Rivals, there's a lot. I know like Luffy is obviously in there because of Mr. Fantastic recently with Season 1. People are using like Vegeta as Iron Man. There was a Jeff the Shark that was like a full body Jeff the Shark that was playing as Iron Fist. It's just, it's all over the place. But apparently, I guess they tried to kill it a little bit with the most recent update, but it's probably already been fixed, and it probably will never actually be solved. So they're going to be chasing the community on that for probably quite some time. The other crazy thing with Rivals is that game has actually grown over the month that it's existed.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
which-
huge.
Yeah, it doesn't that's not a normal thing. Usually when a game obviously comes out, there's all the hype and everything at the start of it. But looking at the charts, right now, the all-time peak was 2 days ago for that game. It's 640,000. Sorry, I'm stupid for a second. 640,000 people playing 2 days ago at the peak. Right now, there's 462,000. Game's doing well. I think obviously a lot of that has to do with, Marvel. But people like, Invisible Woman skin. All right, it's,
I bought it
forced me to-
immediately.
Yeah,
I
chat
purchased.
forced
That
me
was
to
the
buy
first thing I purchased.
Yeah, it does
Chat
well.
forced
on
me
the
to buy it,
internet.
and so I did it.
Oh, you bought it as well, Bruce?
I had to. I mean, chat forced me. All right, they put me in a position where I had to do it. So I
Yeah.
did it.
Forced. I get it. I understand. Jhinxx, you don't play any characters besides Rocket, so did you buy it?
No, I didn't buy it. But I
didn't
like
think
other
so.
characters. I just didn't. The skin's very nice though.
Yeah. What if they had a what if they had a Gooner Rocket skin? Are you in?
Speedo Rocket
Speedo Rocket.
incoming.
It was nice, yeah.
I mean, what? Look, we don't. Maybe she's already got some of those mods. We're not going to judge. We listen, we don't judge. That's the mantra. Going into the new year, there was also a report that basically said how much. I think it was a Chinese website that was talking about how much money Rivals has made, and it was something like 100 million or 120 million in the first month of the
it
game
was like
existing.
130 million or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
136 million is the
you go.
estimated first month revenue
good.
for Rivals. Which, to put that in perspective, if a game sells 5 million copies at a $70 price, that's about 30 million made, I think. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
if they are anywhere close to that 136 million. They said, who was it? It was a website called Game Look. And on Steam, they estimate 54.5 million. On PlayStation, they estimate 27.2 million. And on Xbox, the estimation was 2.7 million. Then, of course, they have their dedicated client, which they have no way of tracking because that's outside of Steam and Epic Game Store and everything. So they threw another like 40-ish or 30-ish million into that. Game's doing well, without question. I'm sure it will continue to do well as long as they keep the characters. I think the content release, like the structure, they're following like the mobile game market in that. It's very like Genshin-esque when it comes to their releases, and it's keeping it constantly in the news cycle. So that's why that game's definitely blowing up. Then it's also just a good fucking game at the end of the day.
That's true.
Yeah. What else?
It's only
going
to get better from here, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think balancing is a little bit rough right now, and I think there's some tech issues.
Yeah,
that
it's
they
just
still gotta
new.
suss out, but yeah, they're gonna figure it all out. What else? A bunch of Switch rumors. There's some Switch 2 rumors. People are saying / guessing / leaking that the 27th of this month there will be a Nintendo Direct, and they will announce the Switch 2. It'll come out in March.
Whoa.
Bunch of different renders of it floating around out there. I don't want to show any so Nintendo doesn't claim the video, but
Yeah, Nintendo is crazy about that.
yeah, they're quite litigious. Yeah, Mario Kart 9 is supposed to be one of the launch titles. Red Dead 2 is also supposed to be on there, which kind of makes you think like how powerful is the system going to be that can actually do something like Red Dead 2. But we will see when all that comes to fruition, if it comes to fruition at the end of January. What else do we have? Any of you guys play My Summer Car?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play that. I've been wanting to play it.
So good. It's
I
so good. You
played
gotta play
Long
it.
Drive for so long. I have like I think I have over 200 hours of Long Drive clocked. I love the Long
Wow.
Drive. Honestly, it's so strange. My chat loves watching me play the Long Drive. And I think it's because they like listening to me talk. So it's like a huge part of it. Cause I've asked them, I was like, why do you guys like, I get like my viewer count goes up a lot when I play like Long Drive. And I'm like, what is up with this game? And it's just because people just want to talk to the streamer. And that game is just one of those games where you can just like really focus on chat and talk to them. But it's just one of those games and it's so fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, it's hitting 1.0. They put out a release trailer.
Oh,
Yeah, my summer car is I feel like totally worth everyone here playing it. Like everybody should play the game because it's such a ridiculous video game that when you drop into it, it's one of the first video games I remember playing in early access where I was like, what do you do? And everyone's like, what do you mean what do you do? You don't do anything. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, you could build the engine if you want, you could build your car, you could walk around, you could get drunk, you could go to a farm next door and like figure out how to run the tractor. Like it's like literally you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it's a small video game in the sense small, compared to a Red Dead or whatever. But there's just no objective. It's great. It really is great. Like it's just fun to explore and see what you can do in this video game because you could pretty much do anything. Like there are lots of things you can interact with that you never would have guessed you would have been able to interact with, and then it like opens up this whole 3-4 hour stretch of stuff that you're like, why am I doing all of this? It's really fun.
Yeah, we watched Zeke is a big My Summer Car spokesperson as well.
this is so my game. This is such a game. It's like right up my alley. I love stuff like this.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
what is Zeke trying to do here? Oh, I guess he's
Trying to light all the fireworks,
Trying to blow himself up, it looks like.
which you
Oh
can
my
do
God.
because I've done this. Yeah, I've done this. You can do this. Like you put,
Did he
you put all
die?
the fireworks in there, yeah, and it kills you. Yeah, no, it kills you,
Oh
and,
my
and you're
God.
dead. You're dead forever. So like when you die in this game, it's a permadeath game. So
Oh my
so
God.
you're dead.
Whoa, you have to start all over again?
Usually yes. Like sometimes like there are like that you can like go, sort of mess with your save a little bit with mods and stuff. But generally speaking, if you die, you're dead. That's it.
Oh, you die when you are dead.
fantastic. Also, Bruce, for what it's worth, scrolling down in the thread, not scrolling very far, the top comment was, man, I remember watching Funhouse do gameplay videos of this game 8 years ago. God, good that it's finally complete. And then Lawrence getting in with that drunk guy was amazing.
Yeah, because again, like it's the same. You would drop in and be like, okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna build the engine, and you'd be like, there's this, 3 or 4 hour tutorial of how to build this engine, because you're literally building a car engine and it sucks. So instead, you don't do that. You go and get drunk, somewhere else with a bottle of vodka you find and try and run a tractor, like, and then you die. You know, like that's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce making fun of that banger of a country song. You remember the country song?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That was
Yeah.
what this is, we're talking
That's
6
what I'm
years
saying.
ago?
Look, man, these are from one
7
day
years
ago on Reddit.
Yeah,
People, you got
I've
memories.
forgotten all about that.
Bruce, you got memories out there for folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's in 1.0. What else is there? Smite's going free to play on January 14th, or Smite 2. Any of you guys Smiters? What do you call a person that plays Smite? Is that a Smiter? I don't know, did I just make that up? Maybe. I never got into Smite. I think Strippin played some Smite. He's the self-proclaimed Smite world champion. So I don't know anyone else that plays it, but it's going free to play on January 14th. Strippin and others will be there. What about Yakuza? Where are you guys? Are you guys Yakuza fans? How do you?
I've never played a Yakuza game.
Okay, Bruce, where do you sit in the Yakuza world? Are you into it?
I'm gonna take heat for this, JP. I've played a lot of the Yakuza games and I can't get into them. I played like
I'm right there with
5
you,
or
man.
6 of them. I've tried so hard because everyone raves about Yakuza, and I'm like trying so hard to get into them, and I just can't do it. Like the first 4 or 5 hours of every Yakuza is the most boring thing I've ever played.
I would agree
I'm
with
like,
that.
why is this so slow?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it picks up at the 15-hour mark, and I'm like, what? Like, really? So I am really looking forward to the new one though, because of the hopefully the pirate combat.
Yeah,
will happen within the first 2 or 3 hours.
well, it'll probably still be pretty slow, right? Because you gotta crash on the island and do all that stuff. But if Zeke and Cohh were here, you'd be getting cursed out right now. But you're among friends. You're with good company.
I try so, because I know everyone loves this game. I know they love Yakuza, so I got to try it. Like I want to get into it. I want there to be a Yakuza game where I'm like, it finally hooked me. Like I could finally enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean this game is like giga anime, so it seems like the others are kind of like social Japanese experiences a little bit, but this is like they got fucking lasers on a pirate ship, and you can like board other ships with what like people dressed up as a giant cat suit, just like real anime weeb shit.
I love it
in this one. So seems like it's going to be pretty good. They put out a like 13-minute Like a Dragon direct on the 9th, and it was cool enough to where I'm actually like, yeah, that game might be kind of fun. It just looks like stupid fun, not taking itself super serious video game. Like, look at this freaking pirate combat here. Potentially the best pirate game
I know, right?
in the past like decade. Obviously everyone was comparing it to what's it called? The Ubisoft
Skull and Bones?
games. Skull and Bones, yeah. Where that did what it did. But just looks insane. A Gatling gun, a ship's on fire, and he's going it's just insane. It's just an insanity game. So that looks really cool. Definitely check that out if you're at all interested in the Yakuza series and you have not watched the video. It's about 13 minutes. I highly recommend it. I think that might be it for news. Is there anything else? We have all this stuff about Elon Musk and Path of Exile. Have you guys seen this?
Huh?
Yeah. So, basically, Elon Musk plays video games or likes to appear as if he plays video games. And he was streaming Path of Exile 2 the other day. And the Path of Exile 2 community is very, very smart, I would say. But he also wasn't doing a good job of hiding it. And essentially, it came to light that like his entire character was just RMT'd to death. And it like he did not level or partake in any of it. And all of his items were not his. And he had no, like, he was just doing it for like clout.
So he's basically stealing gamer valor is what you're saying. What a dweeb.
A little bit. Yeah. He's trying to get
right.
the internet points. And a lot of folks are saying it's because he's going to be starting his AI game company soon. And so he's trying to appear like that he's a quote unquote capital G gamer. And yeah, he knows what he's doing. But Quinn, popular PoE streamer, did a video on it where he didn't curse. It was a very factual video, which is very unQuinn-like. But yeah, it's a wild thing. He just got caught that he had no idea what the fuck the game was about. And it was just completely character that he either purchased or told someone to level, and he got all the items for, or had someone farm them for him. And it's just like real fucking loser shit. Like,
yeah, it really is.
Yeah. And it's a shame because it's a fun game.
Oh, PoE 2 is fucking
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I fucking love that game. But man, just really sad shit. Really sad.
One of my favorite things about that story is that I think one of the things that he opens up when he's playing Elon Musk is when he's playing. It's called, I think it says like Elon's map, like it's titled Elon's map, not like my map or something. Like, so like clearly he was paying someone to play.
Oh, yeah. So
person named it Elon's map.
Yeah, so in the inventory and the stash tabs, you can name the different stash tabs, and the stash tab was named Elon's map. So like clearly,
Oh my god.
Why would he have done that third person, right? Why would he have called that?
I mean, if there's anyone that does do that third person, maybe Elon Musk is the person that does that, but
I mean, he's also not above. We also know he's not above doing this weird shit like you just found out with Adrian Dittman on Twitter.
Yeah, that whole thing is fucking crazy. Yeah. Shout out to Connor, by the way, for doing that whole Fortnite situation, which was also just completely insane. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, good. You're probably doing better than all of us. You're probably in a better place. We could talk about this. I'm curious if any of you guys are Assassin's Creed fans. Where do you guys sit in the Assassin's Creed fandom? Anyone like big?
I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Okay. All right. Jhinxx, you used to be. When did you fall off?
Frick. The one that's set in London with the brother and sister.
Syndicate.
Which one's that one called again?
Syndicate. Yeah.
After Syndicate, I didn't play others. It was like the first one, second one, the third one, Black Flag, and Syndicate I played.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Shadow, or Shadows, the new one, has now been delayed a second time. This might be the third time. Ubisoft put out a statement saying they're delaying it 1 month till March 20th, 2025. As a streamer, I'm all for this because that means that February gets a little bit of a break, which is going to be just stacked in video game releases. So I'm for it. The weird thing about this whole process was the statement that they came out with. And I want to try to read verbatim what it is, because it really is just the shittiest statement you've ever heard. Wait, why can't I go to... There we go. Let me scroll for a sec. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so... Ubisoft confirmed that, quote, leading advisors have been hired to look at, quote, transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to extract the best value for stakeholders.
Are they talking about a video game? Or are they talking about their company?
I hate it. I hate every aspect of that fucking statement. That statement sucks.
Why would you mention stakeholders?
Yeah, like
and we're capitalistic and shit. Like, it's so weird. Ubisoft is such a like. I love Star Wars Outlaws. I played Star Wars Outlaws last year.
It was great.
And loved it. Like, I loved that video game. I thought it was so well done, so well made, and it just couldn't get past the Ubisoft bullshit. Like, everyone else was just like, I hate Ubisoft, so I don't want to play Star Wars Outlaws. And I was like, oh man, these developers work so hard on this game. And then people like this fucking statement that work at Ubisoft are just absolutely ruining their actual video games. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows could be a good game, but it's not going to matter because people hate Ubisoft so much.
Yeah,
that's such a tragedy. I hate it.
That came across the Newswire press release from Ubisoft themselves. Ubisoft announced today it has appointed leading advisors to review and pursue various transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to extract the best values for stakeholders. This process will be overseen by the independent members of the board of directors. Ubisoft will inform the market in accordance with applicable regulations if and once a transaction materializes. So whatever, I guess. That whole statement sucks. There's also a little bit of, I guess, drama about the date that they moved to with March 20th because of the historical significance in Japan and the game being set in Japan. What was the exact thing that happened on that date, chat? I know you guys were just talking about it. Oh, it's the 30-year anniversary, in quotes, since Japan's biggest modern terrorist attack.
Huh.
That's the sarin gas attack. Got it. It's also the final day of the quarter financially, so that's probably why it's doing that. But yeah, it's a little kind of bad timing. Kind of bad timing.
Ubisoft just steps in it over and over.
They
and
just
over.
constantly step in it. Yeah.
They're just rake stepping, literally all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not like looking for this corporation to succeed or anything. I just feel bad for the people that are actually making the video games.
Totally. Yeah. Because the actual board and Yves Guillemot is just fucking up. They're just fucking up. I don't know the significance of this, but it does make for quite a catchy headline. So we're going to go to Jhinxx, our foremost expert on this. Tencent has designated or been designated as a Chinese military company by the U.S. Jhinxx, your opinion, please.
That's kind of crazy.
All right, thanks, Jhinxx.
So,
Back to you. Yeah, that is kind of fucking crazy. I don't know what is this actually? The designation itself does not carry any legal consequences such as sanctions, but inclusion of the list is not ideal for companies looking to conduct business in the United States, obviously. As a result, while there's no immediate impact to what this designation means for Tencent, it's still a company that owns Riot Games, has heavy investments in a variety of other game companies, including Epic Games, Larian Studios, and From Software. There are reports that also say that Tencent is in negotiations with investing more into companies like Ubisoft. So I guess it doesn't mean anything, but also it means a lot, potentially. What is this? In a one-pager published by the Department of Defense, the U.S. government cites military civil fusion, or MCF, nice. IGN wrote a strategy. They didn't even proofread that. It says the Chinese government uses to combine civilian research and commercial success to further advance its military. Hence why the U.S. government has a list of Chinese companies it suspects as working with the Chinese military, something companies like Tencent and Xiaomi deny. So there you go. What a mess.
It's interesting because like that's I think it's similar to like the TikTok ban that may or may not happen.
Yeah. Is that
thing.
where is that right
Yeah.
now? Is that happening?
I think it's still on the docket. Because like basically what they've been saying is that it's I think it's ByteDance in China.
Yeah.
Is whatever they're using a bunch of our data from the US to who knows what they're doing with it, right? And I think it's the same with Tencent, is that Tencent has a lot of our data and people don't really know what they're doing with it. So
yeah,
they could be enhancing the Chinese military with it.
That's right.
And that's sort of the weird issue that they keep running into with these Chinese-owned companies.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing for sure. We'll see if anything actually comes from that. Nvidia announced the 5090 series at CES this past week. There was a whole bunch of tech announced at CES. The 5090 series also coming with a bunch of AI stuff. Some stuff that actually will be impacting or something that streamers like us can utilize, which we'll get into in just one sec. The 5090 is going to be starting at $2,000. I believe the 5070, which they're saying is the same performance as a 4090, is 580 or something like that. 550. Yeah. A lot of that comes down to like, will we actually, you got to wait for the actual benchmarks. There's also a lot of things about the fact that it's all AI rendering with DLSS 4. And they're kind of cheating because it's all AI stuff and they're rendering, what is it? I think for every one frame, it's 3 AI frames or that are like quote unquote fake. There's a bunch of stuff that people will have to dive into for all of that. But for you folks, are you going to get a new video card? You going to grab a 50 series? Naomi's dead, by the way.
Jhinxx? No, yeah, Naomi went to the bathroom. Jhinxx, I want to hear if you're going to buy this thing.
I'm not a tech person. I literally just bought my PC because it sounded good. I don't know how to install this stuff. But like, does it run Monster Hunter?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll run
It
Monster
does.
Hunter quite well.
Sick, I'll get it.
That's the average person right there. That's 99% of their customer base. 100% on if it will run Monster Hunter well. They had the keynote. The keynote itself was kind of wild. I don't know if you guys watched any of it. Bruce, you might have, or at least heard about it. But
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
yeah, obviously it was very AI focused, and one of the things that they announced was, God damn it, it started with a C. It's basically a program that Nvidia has created, so that Nvidia Cosmos. Thank you, chat. Nvidia Cosmos is basically a way for AI to train other AI. When it comes to like self-driving cars, for example, right? In NVIDIA Cosmos, they can have the AI basically go in there and like Doctor Strange its way through every scenario that exists in like real world, physical, all that stuff. And so it's not training in, it sounds weird to say, but it's not training in our world. It's training in like an AI world, right?
Wow.
And so a lot of people are saying like this is the start for all of that shit, right? Like you
That's
hear,
scary.
yeah, you hear that and you're just like, well, that's fucking terrifying. They
Yeah.
were citing that they're going to use it for like factory planning and optimization, so that when they have, I could probably pull up the video, but when they have like, you know, AI controlled machines in a factory, that they can make it operate the best possible, fastest possible way. So all of that is running smoothly because it can basically take into account all of the shipments for the day, run the AI simulation in Cosmos, and then spit that out into the real world so that they can plan for that day in real time. Which is basically, in layman's terms, they can like solve Satisfactory, right? Like
Right.
they're playing Satisfactory with cheat codes ultimately. Kind of crazy stuff to see all of that in real time. Obviously, we're a couple of years out from that. They also announced like a $3,000 little mini supercomputer that's AI powered that you can like stack, and that was another thing. For the streamer world, I think it was Streamlabs. There was a couple of these that came out. But Streamlabs announced that they are working with NVIDIA on a new intelligent streaming assistant in collaboration with NVIDIA and InWorld AI. So this thing is an interactive co-host that can answer questions about the game or the stream, research facts, and help get the conversation going. This is their words, not mine. When the stream is a little quiet, by commenting on in-game events and chat activity. You can ask the sidekick anything from game information to chat activity, and your sidekick will provide intelligent, context-aware answers.
That already exists.
Yeah, Kraken kind of does that already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kraken's AI is the worst thing in the world, but yes, it does do that, yeah.
Yeah. Streamlabs is making it so that everyone can do it. There's two other things it can do. It can become a producer. It can automatically adjust scenes based on what's happening in the stream chat or by the streamer's request. It can play videos, has audio cues during gameplay to add tension or excitement to the stream.
Whoa.
It can clip your best moments and play replays on the stream at the streamer's request. And there's also the technical assistant to get help setting up Streamlabs desktop, setting up exciting scene transitions, or troubleshooting technical issues. Your AI-powered
You could do
assistant.
proper Iron Man roleplay.
There
You
go,
can literally
yeah.
be like, Jarvis, play this YouTube video, and then it plays it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Your AI-powered assistant can also monitor your stream to ensure it runs smoothly.
The troubleshooting thing is the one thing I'm like really actually genuinely curious about. Like, could you actually fire this thing up and be like,
whoops.
Oh, like JP and I were having tech issues with my camera before drop frames. And I was like, all right, could I fire up this AI assistant and have it solve this problem for me? There's no way. I don't believe it for a second until it actually does it.
Yeah.
But, that's what it says it does. And I'm very curious.
Yeah. I mean, just for the idea of like having a 3D sidekick and is kind of badass. Like if you could skin that to be of whatever your channel's theme is.
Yeah, mascot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of badass.
Oh my god, I want that. I want that. That's so cool.
That'd be really cool.
I should say when I was talking about Kraken's Timmy, he does it on purpose to be bad.
Yeah.
That's why it's so funny and hilarious. Like I love it. But to me, this sounds like I would be worried that somebody would rely on this to make it like a good stream and not a comedy stream like Kraken's doing. So
Right.
I don't know that it would do that. I don't know if it'd be a good stream.
Yeah. In the FAQ, it says, when will this be available? We're unveiling the new tool at CES 2025. However, we've yet to set an exact date for general availability, but we estimate it will be released in the first half of 2025. And then, like, how does it... To use the intelligent streaming assistant, you will need to have a Streamlabs account, and you can download the user-facing app in Streamlabs App Store. Once downloaded, you can activate and customize your intelligent virtual assistant to interact with your live stream in real time. Is this free? Our product will operate on a freemium model, offering users a limited amount of avatar time for free, approximately 1 to 2 hours. Beyond this complimentary period, users will need to subscribe to our Ultra plan to access additional features and extended usage. So it will be a subscription-based program or service. Can I customize my avatar's appearance? Yes, you can choose from a variety of avatars and customize their personality and appearance to fit your brand. At launch, it'll work with Fortnite. Ultimately, we plan to expand support to other games. The only one avatar can interact with the stream at a time. However, we're continuously working to improve and expand features for our users. Huh. I mean, I'll definitely be curious to see what happens with this. Just to keep an eye on it.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
It does. I don't think it'll do any of those things, but I definitely, I really don't. I love AI because AI is so janky and stupid. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things ever. One of my favorite memes ever of all time is when somebody asked AI to order food at Taco Bell that amounts to like, what is like 400 calories. It's like they're on a diet. And they're like, okay, I want this food at Taco Bell to only be 400 calories. So what would I order? And then AI like spits out like 40 hot sauces. Like it was just like, that's all it was. There was no food. It was just hot sauces. And it's like one of those things where I like, I know that AI is coming up and I know that it's getting better and better, but I have yet to see it do something that I'm like, oh, this is something that actually does improve my life. Like pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Logitech had purchased Streamlabs. I thought Streamlabs was still independent.
All back.
Yeah, they're owned by Logitech now. So that's where that whole process began, I would assume, is Logitech trying to get some money off of that.
I actually have a really good question for you based on another news story that you, JP, and other Jhinxx and Neomi may know about, which was, did you see that PUBG is now, they're touting an AI companion that will play the game with you? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was another thing to come out of
What?
CES. Yeah, can you expand on that? I'll pull up some information on it as well.
This is just from memory, but what they were saying was basically like you can matchmake with this AI companion who will then play, like, let's say PUBG with you, and supposedly it'll
you don't
like
have a friend?
Yeah,
you have a friend and you
Yeah.
can tell them to go like, oh, I need these sorts of bullets, or I need this attachment or whatever.
Yeah,
and
this
it'll
is
run
the
off and
footage.
supposedly find it.
Yeah, you can basically queue duos with AI.
This sounds so interesting to
Holy.
me. Yeah. Like this is something that I would actually use if it worked, because I'd be really curious to see, like, because I feel like I'm never good at PUBG, and I've never been good at PUBG, and I played a bunch of it. So I'm curious to see if this could actually help me do things versus me running around feeling inadequate. And I would be really interested to see if it works or not. Again, I don't know that I doubt it, but it'd be neat if it did.
Yeah, this stuff is it? Yeah, so it's built with Nvidia ACE, which is, I think, they're like, what does that stand for? Let me read this, scan through this. Nvidia ACE is a suite of RTX accelerated digital human technologies that bring game characters to life with generative AI. Nvidia is now expanding ACE from conversational NPCs to autonomous game characters that use AI to perceive, plan, and act like human players. Powered by generative AI, ACE will enable living, dynamic game worlds with companions that comprehend and support player goals and enemies that adapt dynamically to player tactics. Enabling these autonomous characters are new ACE small language models, or SLMs, capable of planning at human-like frequencies required for realistic decision-making, and multi-model SLMs for vision and audio that allow AI characters to hear audio cues and perceive their environment. So, yeah, I guess if you want to, have some virtual friends, it's kind of badass.
It's more like a fetch pet. I mean, PUBG is like a looter shooter. So it's like, you can post up somewhere and just camp and then have your little fetch pet and be like, hey, I need more ammo. Like, that's so cool. It's interesting.
I wonder if you could run off and... Well, go ahead, Bruce.
I was gonna say, would it be able to run off and find your ammo and also get a knock? Like, could it knock people?
That's what it's showing here in the video. Yeah, that basically says like, I need level 3 armor and ammo. And he pings it, the AI thing pings it, and then goes and like defends it. While you're looting it. Yeah. So if that actually works, that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
It could be an interesting thing. I wonder if you could be like, all right, Nvidia ACE, today we're going to go to VRChat. And you just walk around VRChat with your AI buddy. I wonder how that would work out. I wonder how quick you would get into some real shit.
A toxic scale. Like, can you like adjust his personality so it can be toxic? So you can flame it and then it flames you back, or you can like turn that setting off.
I've seen that in VRChat. People will have these like little AI characters in VRChat. It's like another person, but it's just an AI you're talking to. I've seen that before.
Jesus.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the future. I mean, that stuff will be here before it kind of already is here. Yeah, the PUBG ally, smarter, stronger together. Kind of eerie as well.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
What happens if they don't tell you that you're playing with an AI and you just like queue into duos?
That's already happening. Like, that's happening in lots of video games, and a lot of people have been discovering that. Yeah, where, like, I think it was it Rivals that was talking about?
There was Rivals. I saw that.
Yeah, you lose a few quick plays, and all of a sudden, and then you get dropped into a bot match so that you win.
Yeah,
and they don't tell you that they're bots.
Yeah,
so which sucks.
let me find that. Yeah, I saw the video like how to recognize that you have bots in your game. I can't find the exact video.
I saw that. There was a way where you can kind of figure it out if you have a bot.
Yeah, if on this one specific map, you basically like stand in what is the perceived quickest path to the capture point. And if you stand right at the bottom of like the stairs, the bots don't know that you're in front of them, and just there's no collision detection for the bots. And so it just continually like walks towards the stairs and not able to move forward. It's kind of like I used to find bots in World of Warcraft back in the day. When you know what the routines are, so you know what to look out for. I think someone linked it right here. Let me load this up. Yeah.
Oh, it was
people
the
are-
match history. Yeah, you can't. They don't have profiles. Like you can't like look at any of the profiles. Nothing comes up.
wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense too.
So like these are all bots right here on this person's team. Because they can't like complete their
Look at these names. They look like normal names. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Devil.
call me Devil and Lex Destroyer.
Yeah.
They're very edgy names.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
like,
they type
Fort-
back if you type something?
I don't know. I don't know how
Good question.
involved it is, but
Yo, shout out to Squirrel Balls, by the way. Sick name.
uh-huh. He's crushing it.
The person that's in the game is named Squirrel Balls.
Yeah.
The real player, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all bots. And now they start getting I wonder if the other team is bots or if those were other players. I don't know how that would work.
I think that's what they were saying, is that like they drop you into that match, basically an entire bot match, so that you win. Because the matchmaking in these games, this is no secret, but the matchmaking in this game is meant for you to lose 50% of the time. So if you win, you start winning 51% of the time, then they start throwing harder and harder opponents at you. But if you lose a bunch, then eventually they'll start throwing easy opponents at you, and then bots.
Which I mean, how do you guys feel? I don't know if I mind that. Like if people are playing a game to have fun, winning's kind of the fun condition. The condition has to be met for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If you don't know any better, ignorance is kind of bliss in this situation. But I guess if you do know they're bots, then you probably feel like shit. Especially if you're talking to them and no one's talking back to you. Like that kind of
No one
sucks.
talks back.
Yeah.
I
there's no way to know.
I saw this in chat, Silver Lunas, and I think you should be able to choose if you want that or not. And I completely agree. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
there should be a toggle that's like, yeah, fine, put me in a quick play with bots, and then I can get a win and feel good about myself. But I want a little check marks that says, I'll play with bots. You know,
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, with Rivals, if I wanted to go on and play and be like, okay, I want to get better at this game. Like, I want to like actually practice and get better. I don't ever feel like I'm getting better because the matchmaking is always 50-50. So, and then if they're putting me in games with bots, I'm going to feel extremely discouraged and probably never come back. You know, like I'll be like, this is stupid. Why would I ever do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're, you know, if you get really high and you want to go and play for quick play for 2 hours and get a bunch of wins and, you know, on a Friday night and just fuck around, then bots is perfect for that. So,
Yeah.
Mm.
I think for like for normies, as it were, people that would never watch a thing like this or ever go to a site like Twitch, I don't think they give a shit at all. Like they just want to get in there and shoot some people and, you know, see some numbers go up and see some cool looking skill effects. Like they don't really care. I think once you get to the competitive, like if this is happening in ranked, then I can kind of see it being a little bit fucked. Unless it's like bronze only. If it's anything higher than that, that's if I'm losing to fucking bots in like gold, right? Fuck that.
I feel like bots is an incredible practice tool though. So like if a new character comes out in Marvel Rivals, I think it's really cool to be able to queue up against a bunch of bots because I want to get a feel for the character's kit. I want to get a feel for like how they move and like all these things. So that's super useful to me. And that's probably the only way I would ever use like a bot game or like queue into a bot game is to kind of get a feel for a newer character.
I mean, and even more like niche thing that people could do is if they have like anxiety when it comes to like social anxiety and playing with people, they can't really play a game where communication is, you know, dependent upon success. If you can just play with a bunch of bots, they're playing the game ultimately, like they're having fun.
Yeah.
Right. and it removes the human element of someone telling them that they're a piece of shit, right? So, or the potentiality, I should say, that they're a piece of shit. So it's kind of nice for that. I don't think that. I think there's more positives than negatives with that. I think maybe the best thing to do is exactly what Bruce said, where let people choose or let people know that it's happening. It's probably the best way to look at it.
that was a suggestion from chat too. I'm not going to take credit for that.
All right, Bruce, stealing stuff from chat.
Ooh, I got someone in chat just said something interesting too. Throwing cheaters in a bot lobby is a good way to punish them too. I think that's a great
They
way to
do
punish
that.
cheaters.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Call of Duty does that. Yep, Call of Duty does that.
Oh,
They put
that's
them in,
right. Yeah, COD
Okay.
they put
does
them in
do
lobbies
that.
with each other. So like they'll put basically it's just a lobby full of cheaters, and then they all complain about each other. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hilarious
That's really
because
funny.
they're all like, "Oh, this dude's hacking," but they're all hacking.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Apparently, Dota and Valorant do that already. So
Oh wow.
Nice.
that's cool.
Nice.
I
That
think
is
that's the
cool.
proper way to handle that. Chat, did we miss any news stories? I don't think there's anything else. I saw that AGDQ 2025 wrapped up. They raised 2.5 million for the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Ooh,
Shout out to them
nice.
for doing that. I did not have a chance to catch any of the AGDQ because I've been addicted to League of Legends and Rivals. But chat, if you guys saw any good runs or any runs that people should check out, please feel free to paste it because I know a lot of people look to us to tell them the highlights of GDQ. But I don't got any highlights. Zeke usually has the highlights here. So apparently Lies of P was good. Crazy Taxi was good. Elden Ring Bingo was good. Astrobot was fun.
Elden Ring Bingo sounds really cool.
Someone apparently said or played Elden Ring on a saxophone.
What? I've seen Elden Ring played on a DDR dance pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
There's also-
Miss Mika?
I forget her name. Yeah, I forget her name.
Yeah, Mika's awesome. She's amazing.
Yeah.
There was apparently I haven't watched it yet, but I was seeing that there's a Crazy Taxi speed run with a full live band behind them.
Oh, playing the songs from the game. That's probably the only way they
I
could stream that game and not get claimed, right?
Something like that, yeah. But everyone said that the speed run was awesome. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, apparently the Elden Ring run was good. There was a bunch of different stuff. Fallout New Vegas all romance run. Okay.
Is that real? That sounds amazing.
that or that person's just really into Fallout New Vegas all romance run. I don't know. We do have shared chat happening, so you never know. It's from okay, yeah, that's from Tomato Anus. You know, the famous Fallout New Vegas runner. What? You can't just say that, chatter. That's not a normal thing that people say. No one knows who Tomato Anus is.
I don't know who Tomato Anus is.
It's figures. That's a Bruce chatter. Figures. That's a Bruce chatter.
Hell yeah, nice job. Way to go. Keep it up.
The Kermit emote.
Keep it up.
I don't know what that Kermit emote is. That's weird. That's a weird one. Apparently, so League of Legends is somehow making its way onto the show in a news format. Apparently now it takes 882 hours.
I saw this, yeah.
To unlock a single new champion in League of Legends for a new player.
What?
To get blue essence? There's no way that's
Is that
true.
headline wrong?
I was
There's
so
no
I was
way
reading
that's
this.
right.
I read the article because I don't play League, so I don't know. But I read the article and people were saying that they had changed the way the currency worked and so now it takes that long to get it. Again, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I was like, whatever I read was saying that they had, because initially it wasn't like that, right? It didn't take that long to unlock a new champion in League.
No way near that long.
Yeah, but I guess that they have sort of redone the way that works now. So then
that's
trying to get more
36. Maybe that's every character. Maybe the headline is fucked up and that's every character because that's 36 days. What the fuck? That's one champion?
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, chat is saying it's a single character.
Oh, apparently they did it by mistake.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I don't see why they would do that.
Yeah,
right?
That seems crazy. Did they change the character prices on starter champs? I don't know. That's pretty wild. I mean, take into account that there's 170 characters now in that game.
Holy hell. Jeez.
Yeah. Sad how JP shamed Jhinxx into her pain gear and Jhinxx is still Do you still have your quote pain gear on, Jhinxx? God damn.
Oh, she does.
Jhinxx, take your pain gear off.
My little hand.
She's being choked. She's dying.
Oh my God. Good Lord. Yeah, I think that's it for chat. Did we miss anything? Last call for news.
News. Yeah, there's not been much.
There's not been much.
Really has not been
It's
much.
a slow start.
I'm excited for Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm super
Oh, yeah.
excited. I'm so excited.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yippee.
where everyone's brain is right now. We got
Yes.
they put out a new video
Yeah.
as well. We got a new beta, and I think that's the beginning of February will be the new beta, beta 2. So that'll be really good. Yeah, then Kingdom Come 2 as well is also getting some previews. People are saying that's really good. From all
played it.
those,
Fun.
you played Kingdom Come 2 already?
Yeah, a couple hours. The first couple hours.
Oh,
It was-
what'd you think? Give us your preview, Bruce Greene.
Yes, it's.
Do you have video footage of it somewhere?
I did a little TikTok for him, so that's on TikTok. It's like that's only a minute though. And then we also did a comedy video, so that's not even really like an appropriate preview, really. What I can tell you for the first couple hours that I played is, I feel like it's a more approachable than the first Kingdom Come, almost right away. And there's a few story beats that I don't really want to spoil at the very beginning, but otherwise, like, it really does feel more so, not casual. Casual is the wrong word. It's just more approachable. Like, it really does feel like you are jumping into a really, really big RPG right away, whereas Kingdom Come was a relatively slow start.
Yeah.
And this is not. And I appreciated that very much. Also, it looks like beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous video game.
Were you running it?
Yeah.
And maybe you can't answer this, but were you running it on your system or was it through like
my system?
Okay, it was running native. Yeah. Got it. Awesome.
Yeah, and it ran great. I didn't have any issues. But yeah, it was truly. I think this is like they have made Kingdom Come Deliverance better in almost every way. And I only played the first one for like 10 hours or 12 hours, and it's a really long RPG. But the second one, from what I played, the first couple hours was very enjoyable, and it's getting lots of positive buzz around it as well. So I don't think that this was a hot take. I think a lot of people like it.
Yeah, there was a lot of previews that came out that were very high levels of praise for all of this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Would you? I found the first Kingdom Come to be incredibly fucking boring. Is this one going to change my mind?
Slow. I don't know. This, like I said, it starts quicker, but I don't. Since I did not get 10 hours in, I could not tell you whether or not it really starts to slow down. This, like, it really is an RPG where like every decision you make matters, but there's also a lot of tiny little decisions and details that you really have to get through. And I don't know if they've sped up that part of the game since I didn't play enough of it to tell you.
Got it. Okay.
I would imagine that they did. It seems like
I got a lot of feedback about that aspect of it. So
yeah, because it was slow. And because you're right about it being boring. Like it was paced very slow.
Yeah.
So hopefully the second one is quicker, with the same expansive world, so that you could go and explore and dive into who knows what if you wanted to, or you could just stay on the story path and then those story beats happen pretty quickly. I don't know.
Right. Jhinxx or Neomi, are you guys looking forward to Kingdom Come? Have you checked that out at all?
I've never played anything like that.
Yeah.
It
man.
looks cool though.
What was your answer, Jhinxx?
Yeah, sarcastically saying, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
great. Fantastic. I know a bunch of the chatters right now just came from, I think, Cohh playing his run. So be careful what you say.
Oh, is it Peasant Simulator? Oh, I love those type of games.
Well, it's like
It is.
Peasant to Knight Simulator, right? Like that's the allure.
Well, this one, the second one, again, I don't want to spoil too much, but
Okay.
you start out less peasant. So you're not necessarily because it's still the same character from the first one. So and like JP said, the first one, it is peasant to like noble almost.
Yeah.
In the first one, so then you continue that storyline from the first one, and you're a bodyguard to a noble. So you're not necessarily somebody just hanging out in the mud, trying to make your way in a terrible world.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little more. You've already got armor and swords and like friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. That comes out middle of February. I think now that like AC Shadows has moved to March, there's a little bit more time for folks that we're not going to be checking out Kingdom Come Deliverance. February 4th, so it's the beginning of February. That won't be checking out that game now. We'll have time to potentially check out that game. So let's talk about what we've been playing here in the back half of the show. Neomi, I'm looking at all of your past games, and it's very Zeke-esque in the fact that you play a lot of games. You play a lot of different things.
I play a lot of different games.
Yeah.
Mostly scary stuff, but I do play some random stuff here and there. But I went through all of the Chill as Art games again because it's been like, I don't know, 2 years since I've played them. I kind of just kind of wanted to play them again. So I did like a 12-hour stream where I played just all Chill as Art games. It was really fun. I liked it a lot.
Explain what that is.
Chill as Art is sort of like it's like a Japanese style horror game. Most of them are Japanese horror games. The dev is Japanese, so most of the dialogue is in Japanese, but there's subtitles and stuff. But the game is sort of styled in this like PS1 graphics kind of thing, and they're mostly just horror games and stuff. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. As soon as I saw these games, I've seen. Oh my God, Jesus!
It's really loud. Yeah.
It's an average VTuber fan.
Yeah, dude. They're loud. Some of the moments are really loud. If you have the sound on it, you probably just got jump scared. But I really like the PS1 style of games. I think a lot of this style is coming back pretty hard, and I really, really like it. I like that it's coming back. A lot of people are starting to really like the PS1 graphics and things like that. So I grew up on that style, and I really like it. And I love games that are in this style for some reason. It's nostalgia.
Wait, so what is the goal right now in this game? This like creepy guy's outside. He's still staring at you through that fucking window. Do you get a gun and shoot him? Like, what's happening here?
This is sort of like the climax of the story in this game.
So I'm spoiling
So basically,
oh my God.
Yeah. So basically, you're an employee at like a coffee shop, and your job is to serve customers and make drinks. And you're making drinks, and you're kind of fumbling through all of the ways to like make the making of the drinks was the hardest part of the game.
Okay.
You kind of have to work your way through it, and you're serving customers, and a lot of these customers are kind of weird. Like they're kind of sus. And in the very beginning of the game, you meet this man that dropped his phone, and you find his phone on the ground. You're like, oh, hey man, did you drop this? And you give it back to him. He takes it, but he says some weird stuff to you. You're like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was kind of foreshadowing, but I don't know. It's just a weird moment. And then throughout the game, people keep saying that they're seeing things in the store, and you're not seeing them. And you're like, what do you mean? And there's like a CCTV camera up in like the top left corner when you're facing the counter. And sometimes you'll see stuff in that camera. It's just a really, really fun. Chill as Art games are so well made. Like most of them are really, really well made. Like this one is.
How many
really
are
like
there
these style
in,
of games.
in the series, I guess? How many are there? You said
there's quite a few. I think there's probably about like 12, maybe 15 of these types of games.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of them are really, really good. So I mean, I highly recommend if you're into this kind of stuff.
Do you have a favorite of the series, I guess? I don't know the appropriate terminology for it.
Yeah. I really like the night security game. I think convenience store is really good. The one that I'm playing here on the screen is what is it called?
This is the closing shift.
Yeah, closing shift. And then there is
this is night
security. Yeah, night security is like one of my favorites. I love this one. There's a lot of really, really well orchestrated jump scares in this game. It's another reason why I like Chillas. He kind of approaches jump scares in an interesting way. He doesn't really spam them during the game. It's kind of like you know, sometimes you could feel the buildup and you're like, oh, I might get jump scared here. And sometimes you do, but other times you don't. And it kind of, he waits, or like, it's kind of cool. But I think that's something I appreciate in horror games, especially with like jump scares and things like that, is how the dev approaches a jump scare and how often they do it. Because I have something where I get like what did I call it? I call it scare fatigue or fear fatigue, where it's like you've been jump scared so many times, you're so over it. You're just like, okay, well, now I'm kind of just over the game. Nothing's scaring me anymore. But in these games, there's only a few jump scares, but they're really, really good ones, and they really, really get you. So that's why I like it so much.
Is she gonna jump scare us right now?
I actually don't remember. I don't think so. Not right here.
I don't like spooky games, Neomi.
I love scary games so much.
Nope, I'm not. I'm out.
I'm the type of person that will get jump scared and I'll scream really loud and then I'll just start laughing afterward because it's so funny that I got scared.
Yeah, I don't. I just scream. There's no laughter at all. Just a bad time for me.
My recovery time for scares is pretty quick.
Yeah, not here.
But it's good. It's good fun.
Not what? Okay, what? Why? What's going on here? What's? Can you aim up, Neomi? What's the shot
so
here?
sometimes the camera will force you into a weird angle when you're talking to characters.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
So this was not. I swear it was not. This was not my doing. I walked up to her, and this is just the camera angle that it went to. During the game, I actually didn't even notice that it did that. I just kind of was reading the dialogue.
I didn't notice it either at all.
But
so
with these games as well,
disappointed in you.
A lot of the dialogue in these games is just text, and I love these types of games because I kind of like doing voices in games. It's one of my like most favorite things to do. So I love when dialogue can be advanced by the player. I don't like auto advancing dialogue because I like to read it myself, and I like to kind of give each character their own voice, and it makes it a lot more fun and it makes it more engaging for me and the chat. So I like it a lot. It's really good.
Fantastic. All these VODs are up on your channel if people want to go see.
Yeah.
This was a 12-hour VOD of scary games. So there's a lot. There's a lot on all of these. I think this was like a week or so ago. So Jhinxx, I heard you stepped into the world of Project Zomboid.
Yeah.
What was that response? How is Zomboid? How's that going?
So hard. Oh god. I've played Zomboid once before this 2 or 3 years ago for 2 hours. So I stepped back into it because someone told me, hey, you should play Project Zomboid, it's fun. I was like, okay. And I didn't know what I was doing, and apparently Apocalypse mode is not what you should be doing, and I played like a bunch of Apocalypse mode, which apparently is the super hard mode, with no tutorial, not knowing what I've been doing, absolutely zero idea, and just running around and dying over and over and over again.
I mean, that's how you learn, right? Like, I think that's everyone's experience.
Yeah, and then Build 42. Oh yeah, because Build 42 just came out or something.
Yeah, the newest thing. Do you have any idea what they added in Build 42, by the way? Chat will probably tell us.
No, I don't even know what's new.
Yeah. The game's you're experiencing what everyone else experiences with Zomboid. And it's the game's very fucking hard. Where like you can get bit, and then that bite leads to you getting rabies, and then if you don't treat it, then your like fucking right leg stops working and you start hobbling around. Then a zombie can kill you. Just like really, you get muscle soreness and just like really obscure shit.
Dude, I turned a microwave on and then the whole house caught on fire. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, it happens, you know? It happens. Have you ever turned a microwave on in your house? They're scary. They're fucking nightmarish.
Did you play by yourself, Jhinxx?
Yeah, by myself. I don't think 42 is only solo.
Harder. It's even harder than I didn't know that because playing with friends is really fun. And it's also really hard, but it's really fun because at least you feel like you can like go to someone else for help versus playing solo, which is really hard.
Yeah. I saw they put a new map. Is that a new map system, chat? For Jhinxx, it's the map, but that looked different than all the other maps that I've seen. I don't know when that was added. I played a little bit of Zomboid probably a year ago, and I had a very similar experience to you, Jhinxx, where it's fucking hard. What's the longest that you've lived?
It's fun. 3 days.
3 days in game. Okay. I mean, I don't think
I
that's
think
terrible.
I've played 30 characters, and 3 days is my longest.
Well, you can't. You're just running right here. What are you doing?
I've only done like 3 streams.
You're just tearing ass through the fucking wilderness. This is how you get caught.
Yeah, I just run through. I don't care.
That zombie's gonna kill you right there. Oh, I think you already killed that zombie.
I like restarting as it because the game gives you a random person. Oh, and I like making a story and backstory around them and a voice. So I had one guy that looked like Keanu Reeves, and I was just role playing as Keanu Reeves running through and killing zombies, and I'd be like, I'm Keanu Reeves, and it's been really fun. But yeah, that game's hard, super hard.
It is a very hard game. Are you gonna go back to it? Or are you done with it? Where's your interest in Zomboid?
I like challenging games. That's my thing. I like games that are really hard. I like conquering really hard games.
Got it. Okay. What's next on your list for really hard games? Do you have a list?
There's that getting to work game. I kind of want to try playing that one.
What is getting to work?
So good.
Yeah, it looks fun.
It's called Get to Work. It's like
Get to Work. That's it.
Yeah, it's like the Bennett Foddy games. You know, like the one.
Yeah.
Or like
yeah.
Only Up, shit like that. But I think it's easier than Only Up. So
was Only Up the one that came out like last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Chained Together. It's like Chained Together too.
Chained Together was like the co-op. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever beat that, Bruce?
No, I never did.
I think
really-
Max is like the only one that stuck with it long enough to beat it. But he beat it solo. I think that game's easier solo.
Me and Naomi beat it together.
Yeah, we did it together.
How long did it take you?
It was 3 hours, wasn't it?
3 hours. Yeah, I think it was 3 hours.
Wait, was that your first run? Like ever?
No.
I
think I did a few
we
runs
restarted
previous.
it once.
Wow.
Yeah, we restarted it once.
That's fucking game. Me and Bruce tried to beat it, and Bruce wasn't ready for the JP flow. So we just
love that JP flow. Love it.
We couldn't. I think we got to this third area, the beginning of the third.
Yeah, we did all right. We played like an hour-ish.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I like to
Have
play.
you guys
the game where you
beaten
just don't
Jump
stop.
King?
I never jumped before. I've never jumped.
No.
I never touched.
Oh,
it.
you gotta jump. Dude,
man.
XQC and Asmongold both said you have to finish this game to call yourself a gamer. You have to be Jump King.
The whole jump.
There's two people I take advice from every day. It's XQC and Asmongold.
My juicer.
That's the number one. Yeah, we got to get that on our list, Bruce. We got to beat it. So Asmon and XQC.
You have to.
You know, it's the goal. That's the goal. I'm looking through the past broadcast here, Jhinxx, to see what else you got. Before Zomboid.
There's a bunch of Marvel Rivals.
Bunch of rivals, yeah. Oh yeah. Are you done with WoW? Did you stop wowing?
I want to keep going. I'm just really scared. I'm terrified to keep playing.
I mean, just if you die, you die. She was playing hardcore, not like normal WoW. But you were doing the hardcore only thing stuff. What level are you at? Do you remember?
I think I'm level 32 or 33 or 34 now. One of those.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's not. You've already died. You've already experienced it, right? So you got it out of your way. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it again.
Oh, yeah. And I hit 60. I've done a handful of dungeons. I've had people die in my groups with me, Jhinxx. It's terrifying. I do not recommend it. Stay away from the game.
Okay.
That was my first time playing WoW.
It was? Yeah, in the hardcore server?
Yeah.
What level did you get to?
Like 12. I died at 10 and then I restarted and I got to 12 and then the game is just really hard to do by yourself. You really need like a homie to walk around with and do certain things with because
Yeah.
going solo is really tough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tough for sure. Bruce, have you ever done the hardcore WoW run?
I never have. I want to. I have a child, so like putting in the time on those games is not really the easiest thing to do with a 2-year-old.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but I would love to because I love WoW.
It's true. Yeah, I think the rate Soda hit 60 again yesterday, so I think they're gonna have the duel soon between him and Tyler 1, and then I guess we'll figure out when we're doing the next raid, or the first raid, I should say, in the next couple of days. I don't know what the plan is there. I've been so addicted to League and Rivals, I haven't logged in a day or two, so I'm not up to date on the latest news. I know Imaru died. She quit. She's done. She died at 41 on a hunter.
Understandable.
Yeah, and that's like her 7th or 8th character, and she's out. So Miz will probably die soon, so I don't know if he'll go again, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, for those not up to date on all the OnlyFans drama, Soda Poppin', our GM, died, and so Tyler 1 took over the guild as guild leader, and War Chief, which is guild leader. And then Soda re-leveled to 60, and now him and Tyler 1 are going to duel for War Chief of the guild, and whoever wins the duel will take it. And hopefully it's Soda Poppin', and we can course correct OnlyFans back on track.
That's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I don't know when that's happening.
Makora.
But it's going to be fun. It should be a good time. For sure. Yeah, it's going to be like everyone's going to they're all going to have gray armor. They're going to have a white weapon, so it'll be like balanced when it comes to gear and everything like that. But Soda's got 20 years of WoW experience from.
Yeah, there's no way T1's going to win. There's no way.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Bruce, what have you been playing? What's been on your radar the past week? I actually have not. This is the first time we've chatted in the new year. So.
Yeah. I played Rivals for the new season and enjoyed that very much.
Rivaling. Okay.
What rank did you get? Did you play ranked?
I didn't. Oh no, I played like 3 matches and lost all 3. So I was like, whatever. And yeah, because ranked is never my thing usually. Like if I'm gonna play Rivals ranked, it's gonna be with the same people, and like we're gonna meet up and do it every day, or like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just like playing for fun. And then I just finished Indiana Jones, which again is just such a fun experience, and it's like the best deal in the world because it's on Game Pass. So like I feel like you can't go wrong there. Get it on Game Pass and play it. It's amazing. Yep. I have been addicted to Balatro.
No. Are you mobile Balatroing?
No, I'm only playing at home.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put it on my phone because I'm afraid.
I get it.
Yeah. So, but I was playing Balatro for the first few hours, and I was just like, I'm just like not getting it, like not winning. And what am I doing? Like I'm doing something wrong. I played it with chat once. Chat gave me a bunch of strategies, and now it's just like win after win after win. So now I'm actually playing and winning and enjoying it. Yeah, it's a super addictive video game. It's really, really fun.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely keep that off your phone then, if you're addicted to it.
No, I'm not gonna. I will not be putting it on my phone. I almost did last night. I was like so close to doing it. I was like so close that I was like, no, I'm gonna put this on my computer. This is only gonna be a computer thing, so I can play for only 30 minutes at a time or whatever.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Fast food simulator.
I've seen Max play a lot of this.
The game's fun.
Yeah,
Dude, I've been wanting to try that.
You have to play with a group. Like you've got to sit, like get 4 people together and play with a group, or 6 people or whatever it'll take, because it's not easy. It's really, really
working
hard.
at McDonald's.
Dude, it's so fucking hard. And like once you really start getting into the harder difficulties, and because you can make it really easy on yourself if you want, but you're doing every single like job. Like you need an actual kitchen full of 6 people, and then you have to assign jobs to those people. Like it's not like this is not like a fuck around game. Like you really,
So
Yeah, you lose friends over this. You need to have a friendship.
Yeah.
Jesus,
You
I didn't
shout
realize
and
this was
scream
such
at
a
each other.
serious situation. What the hell?
it's funny because like I thought it was gonna be like sort of a fuck around whatever type of thing, but it's totally not. When you want to play in the harder difficulties, you have to actually plan ahead. You have to have a kitchen plan, and it takes like 10 to
Oh,
15
wow.
minutes to like talk to everybody and be like, okay, you're gonna run the drive-through. What are you gonna do if you get a drink? What are you gonna do if a shake comes through? What are you gonna do if coffee comes through? Like, somebody will be in charge of front of house. Somebody will be in charge of just the grill. Like it's like it's crazy. And pretty well done. It's super fun. It's a really fun video game.
How much, like, how many tiers are there in the game? Like, how much is there to actually? Do you
There's not
start
much
at like
content.
a? Oh, there's not much. I guess content is the correct word there. Yeah. How much content
Yeah.
is there?
It's weird because like hilariously it takes, I think it's level 28 unlocks cheese on a burger.
What?
Like it's like
Yeah.
it
Where's
takes
the burger
forever.
with the cheese?
Yeah, it takes forever to get to certain things that you would just be like, why can't I just put cheese on a burger? And it's because there's not much content. Like the guy is clearly, he sort of dragged it out to make sure that you get to like, we leveled up and I can have like coffee now or whatever, but it takes you like 15 hours to get to coffee.
Wow.
The actual fun of this game is putting your friends together and running the kitchen. That's the actual fun.
So there's not much
and then-
variance then in the orders, or like
there is once you get into the higher levels. And
once you unlock
difficulties.
cheese.
Yeah, no, seriously. Because like at the beginning, it's
Dude.
just like, oh, like people order a burger with 2 squirts of ketchup and that's it. Like it's super simple. But as you level up and get better at the game and then make the difficulties harder, then all of a sudden it's like, things just start pouring in and you're like, what the fuck do I do? You get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's like.
Have you ever
It's
worked
cool.
at a fast food restaurant before?
I've never done that. I've done retail, but I've never done fast food.
Yeah. Okay.
And I imagine, like, I had people in my chat being like, this is kind of what it's like. So I was like, oh, okay.
I would feel bad streaming this game because I would just be complaining, and then I'm the streamer complaining about fast and like,
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I don't want to get that. I don't want to draw that ire.
No,
you
this
just
shit- this
fucked
shit's
up.
hard.
You forgot the patty on the burger, Bruce.
You
I'm tell-
wrapped
I'm
the
telling you.
burger without
I know.
the.
And then you
by
just
the way,
left
once
the
you wrap
meat
it,
on the random thing, man. The health inspection's gonna get you.
once you wrap it, that's it. You have to throw it away. You can't
Unwrap
unwrap it.
it.
Once it's wrapped, it's done.
Mm.
And you
You
have
just put that
wasted-
back on the burger. I'm not going
gotta.
to your food establishment.
You have to do it. That's what you have to
so
do.
unsanitary.
Well,
Is crazy.
So I mean that this is fast food though. That's what happens. Like people are doing this to your food. I promise.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're
Well, they
not.
are.
All my, because I get cheese, so there's no way. This is just a basic burger. If you ever just had a basic burger, they're not good. You got to have something else
Right.
going on there.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're not great. Is it only burgers? What else can you prepare in here?
It's
No, they have
fries, I mean chips.
Yeah, they have fries and chicken nuggets, and they have like chicken burgers, and there's a
Ice
bunch of other stuff
cream.
like ice cream. Yeah, it's like I said, it takes so long to get to those levels that you have to have played a bunch, and then at that point, like it's a single burger is really easy, but no order is ever like that when you get to the higher levels. Then the order is like, I want a burger with, and you make every burger to order. So it's like, I want a burger with 2 pickles, 3 onions, 1 lettuce,
Who
2 tomatoes,
orders? No
3
one
squirts of
orders
ketchup,
like that.
2 squirts of mayonnaise. No, I know.
There's a
It's not.
reason why
It's-
everything's like standardized in that industry.
That's why, yeah, in some cases, this might be harder than actual fast food. So.
Yeah, maybe so. I know Gassy Mexican has been playing a lot of this.
Max and I, yeah, we've been playing together.
Oh, you've been playing together. Okay, yeah. He's
Yeah,
back on that eco grind. Are you going to jump in eco at all? Is that?
No, that's not
You
my
keep-
thing.
Yeah.
Jhinxx or Neomi, I don't know if you guys play eco.
You guys know
I
what
have no
eco
idea
is?
what that is.
No.
I
So-
have no idea what that is.
Eco is just to explain it. No, not Echo the Dolphin. Eco is essentially a tool that was created for educational purposes to tell or inform children on how like the world could operate.
Oh,
Right?
the solar system thing?
No. This is more like economic based, like ecosystem based is what
Oh.
it's short for. And so our buddy Gassy Mexican and a bunch of his friends run like an RP server of it, kind of like GTA RP basically, but on eco. And so they like they have farms, and then like there's like a newspaper, there's different jobs and all that type of stuff. And they get heavy into the RP for all
That
of
sounds
that.
actually really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're apparently not. Oh, so they're not running it this year. But it's basically the same crew. Okay. They usually have like a huge streamer crew that they invite for all that stuff. But Max always tries to get me to join, but I've never jumped in before. I've only done a little bit of GTA RP, and it was kind of like whatever. Yeah. If you guys are interested in that, we could definitely introduce you. You can jump into the eco server. Yeah, and there's like the subplot to all of it is that there's 30 real-time days to save the world from a meteor impact. So you have to like protect the world ultimately, or choose to not protect the world and go for capitalistic greed type deal.
It's like hitting the restart button.
Yeah, that was I think the theme last year is they did like the post meteor impact world and what that would look like. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Fast food simulator, Bruce, anything else? Helldivers, how's that new Helldivers 2 update? We talked Helldivers 2 briefly. Is it good?
So good, JP. We got to get into it. I don't know, Naomi or Jhinxx, if you ever want to play Helldivers, I will play Helldivers at any point in time.
I love
with anyone.
Helldivers.
Oh, it's the best. It's the fucking best. Literally,
hashtag
like,
ad, by the way.
Well, this video you're playing is a hashtag ad. But I played hundreds of hours of Helldivers and not got paid for it.
Yeah.
This newest enemy, and just honestly what they've done with balancing for this, really honestly, they've hit the sweet spot. Like they've got like 100,000 players every day playing now. They've really nailed it. And it's just the most fun that it has.
Fuck,
it has
those
been.
explosions are still so good, man. I haven't.
Oh, dude.
I haven't been in the Helldivers in a while.
JP, you and I were we played this. I think we were the first. Like you and I played this together with you for the first time.
Yeah, no, we played a shit ton. We went crazy in this.
Yeah, if anybody, again, Jhinxx, Neomi, JP, anybody wants to play this, I will happily play. I play with viewers like once a week. Yeah, let's do it because it's I just love this game too because it doesn't, like, people are like, oh, I've only level like 10 or like I've not played much. It doesn't matter. Like we'll go in, we're all gonna die, everyone's gonna kill each other. It doesn't, none of it matters. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
So that's the best part is there's no competition, there's no min-maxing. I don't do any of that dumb shit. It's just for it's just fun for fun's sake. And that's why I love Helldivers.
Yeah. This got
Have you seen the worm bug?
The what?
The what?
The worm bug?
The worm.
I kept getting this bug that I would fall down and then I'd be stuck in a
yes,
and I'd be stuck in a lying down position animation and you'd have like infinite sprint and I get that all the time and it's the best thing in the entire world.
Yeah, you turn into a snake, JP. Your character turns and you're like laying down and you can shoot.
If anyone has a clip of Jhinxx turning into a worm,
you can shoot. Wait, I'll find it. It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
I've never played this game before, but it looks really fun, and so many people.
Helldivers?
I've never played Helldivers.
Oh my god! I don't. The times we have experienced, Naomi, you seem like a very competitive person. This is not a competitive game in that sense. So, but it's also just like a fun is king game. So
for sure.
You might be down. It's a good fucking time. Do you like the new race, Bruce? Are they fun? The
Illuminate? Yeah.
Illuminate?
No,
is that what they are?
Yeah. And they've, again, this is like, in my opinion, the most fun that I've had is playing against the Illuminate. The bugs are usually my first favorite. And then I'm not really of a bots type of person, but the Illuminate strikes a balance between those two factions. And I think they they're the most fun for me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Jhinxx, you'll have to, or Neomi, you'll have to check this out if you've never played it. It's
It
worth
looks super fun. I would totally get into it.
You just
big
kill a
group.
bunch of things. There's giant, like, look at this
There's a
explosion that's
bug
about
killing.
to happen.
Bug killing
yeah.
with the boys.
Yeah, this is the best part of the game is this massive explosion. Whoa, what is that? I've never
What
seen
is
that
that?
guy.
What is that
Yeah,
thing?
that's a tentacle monster.
I've never seen the tentacle
Ew.
monster.
Yeah, that's a tentacle monster. These it's again, you're gonna die so much. If you ever jump in, Naomi, you're gonna die a ton. You're gonna get killed by your own stuff. You're gonna get killed by teammates. It's okay. That's totally normal. And
It's
that
fun
will
in the
happen.
chaos type of game.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good time.
Mm.
Cool. I don't think, for me, it's just been League. For some reason, me and Strippin are playing League, and that's bad for my health, but good for my fun.
For some reason.
Yeah,
we are playing League.
we're like we're doing like a climb situation, trying to get to plat.
How's it going?
You know,
I don't. I've never played
I
League,
mean,
so I don't.
like it's going. It's yeah. We're in silver right now. There's silver, gold, and then plat. And then below us is bronze and iron, just for reference, for those that don't know the structure. But yeah, League's a motherfucker. It's just a
what I've
piece of-
heard.
it's just a piece of shit. But it's also like I was telling when Strippin and I were playing yesterday, I was telling him like League is the type of game, for me at least, where like I can be in the game and know that like this is one of the good times, right? Like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. We're winning, like we're playing the games, we're just now starting the game, no one's toxic yet. The first like 10 or 15 minutes, we're like having so much fun. And I know that bad times are coming. Right? Like I know that we're not going to have a good time in about 10 or 15 minutes. So I've actually sped up the process, as Strippin says. And so I've been asking inane questions at the start of a match. And it really just sends our teammates into a spiral straight from the get-go. Like I'll ask, I forget the questions. I asked yesterday, I asked a teammate if they would ever date a girl named Sharona. And he muted all.
Oh.
Like he just said like, fuck this. And he just muted everyone.
Okay.
I asked a guy who would win in a fight, Buddy the Elf versus the Easter Bunny. No, there's no like premise to this. It's just the first thing I say, hey, who do you think would win in the fight? Buddy the Elf or Easter Bunny? And this guy joined my stream afterwards and said, hey man, huge fan, but you completely fucked my mental by asking that stupid, insane bullshit question 5 seconds into the game.
Oh no.
He was like, I'm a father of 2 and you just ruined my Saturday, is what he said in my chat. So,
Whoa.
yeah. I guess people think I'm trolling or something like that. And then Strippin was like, hey, can you be normal this next game? Because you're sending our teammates into Tilt World.
Be normal.
And so I said like, hey guys, let's get this dub. I'm excited. I can't wait to get this dub. And then I waited and no one said anything. And then I was like, for Jesus. And everyone in chat was like, hell yeah, brother, for Jesus. Let's do this. I love God. I'm Catholic. We went into this whole like thing. And then we fucking ended up like winning. We fucking crushed that game.
W for Jesus.
We got that dub
I
for
know, it's
God.
huge.
It was great. The Holy Spirit worked its way through us and we won a League of Legends game. So it's been really fun. It's been fun for that fact, but some of those games, man, there's no game that tilts like League, is all I will say.
I've heard.
It gets really tilty in some of those matches. So, and then been playing a bunch of WoW. Still loving. That's been my like comfort game. If I'm not losing with these guys in Marvel Rivals, which has been the case more often than not.
Oh, yeah.
I think I lost all that fucking points we gained last night when we started 6 stacking on my main. So thank you guys for that.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Jhinxx was tanking. She just refused to play healer last night. It was really unfortunate.
No, you stole my rocket and I couldn't play healer because you wanted to play him.
She was just constantly choosing Penny Parker and feeding like a motherfucker. It was...
Look, I'm Diamond 2 on my main account. I don't care what happens to that one.
Wow. It might have been Wabo. That was him, and maybe it was him and Joe. We've got like our little rivals group. We have like 10 of us that all play, and it's
that's awesome.
It's a lot of fun
Mm.
jumping in every night. Until it's not fun, and then we get
Until
really
it's not fun, then
we
it's
get
no
really
longer fun,
depressed, and Naomi gets really ragey, and
Yeah.
I start to talk less, and she just starts berating our teammates.
If I get nonverbal, you know it's bad. Like if I go nonverbal, you know it's real bad.
She gets nonverbal a lot, and Alb, who's our like DPS superstar, he gets nonverbal, and then no one's talking, and then about 2 a.m. rolls around, and I have enough, and I go to sleep, and I wake up and do it all over again. It's been a good time.
Wow.
It's been a great
What a life.
time. Yeah, what a life. What a life indeed.
I feel like season 0 was easier to climb than this season. I feel like this season has been much harder and competitive for me at least. This is what I'm like kind of.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying the same thing, Naomi.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it's just more players being added, like just more people jumping in and playing. But
yeah,
it's definitely much harder.
I think a lot of it too is that. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the VOD here, and then we'll have full attention. I think a lot of it too is that like everyone that was higher rank got knocked down, 7 ranks or 6 ranks or whatever. So you're playing with people that have been, GM plus, but also people that are actually that rank. And so the disparity between the skill levels is a complete dice roll because the season's so new. So you never know like quality of teammate that is actually reflective of what their real true skill is. And so that should balance out. Jhinxx solo queued her way to diamond though. So maybe she just had a completely stop thumbs upping. Maybe do you agree with that statement? Like you solo queued your way to diamond.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
How was it? Was it fun?
Watching her. I was watching her on stream. She did it. She queues with EU players though. She's queuing with a different crowd.
He was better than NA. It's literally.
Oh, we're gonna start that argument.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into that, Jhinxx.
I mean, for League of Legends, it's 100% true.
I can't comment on that. I've never played League in EU before, so I don't. Maybe it's the case for. What about toxicity? Is EU more toxic than US?
Yes. Because most of the people, you can't even understand what they're saying. French people refuse to speak English, and they will slur at you, and you don't even know it. Like, you get like Russians are notoriously racist too, and if you get them in your lobby, oh, you better know they're dropping the N-word at everything.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, we don't get. We have not. Well, we did encounter one racist, Naomi.
Yeah, we
and
did.
Alb. Yeah, we did. We saw one racist. I think we were able to report them though.
We reported the hell out of them actually.
Yeah, the report function actually works pretty well in that game. But yeah, Rivals is a ton of fun. It's probably going to be my go-to game for a while. Just to jump in and have fun with. I hope they keep the updates as constant as they have been. I heard that the balancing though for like Hela and Hawkeye when they were supposed to nerf them for this season didn't really do anything. Jhinxx, are they still getting banned? No one plays
Hawkeye.
Really?
No one plays Hawkeye in Diamond. He's not even banned. No one plays him. It's all about Storm. Everyone bans Storm.
Oh, okay. Bruce and people listening, once you hit plat? No, once you hit diamond, you get 2 bans per team.
Oh,
They introduced a
interesting.
ban
Okay, yeah.
system. And I think everyone feels that should be in all levels of ranked. Because there are just characters that are like not fun to play against because of the strength of that character.
Right.
And season 0, it was Hawkeye, Hela, Luna, Doctor Strange. Like those were your kind of go-to bands. Season 1 is Storm, apparently, according to Jhinxx. What about like healers? Who gets banned
100%.
healer-wise?
Only Luna.
Probably the same.
Yeah,
Luna.
the bans are always Storm, Luna, Strange, and Hela. Hela still gets banned, but Hawkeye, nobody plays him.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't really like. I don't know about Hela. Hela's just kind of, her ultimate's a pain in the ass. There's definitely some characters that are tilting in this game, without question. But it's on a good track record. I do want to get back to, now that I started playing again after like a 2 or 3 day lapse because of League. I need to get back up to Diamond so that I can queue with Jhinxx again on her main. Because I have to use her ult, and she didn't care about her ult account. So fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
We were all playing alts yesterday, trying to get me ranked up because there's like a 3 rank disparity that you can play with people, and so it's kind of a very small band that they allow people to play with. So there's a lot of alt accounts within our group, which kind of sucks. I kind of don't enjoy that, but
I think a lot of people are doing that too. I think there's a lot of Smurfs.
Yeah.
And that kind of screws with, I know Overwatch had that problem initially when it first launched. And I remember they tried to like sort of, tamper that down a little bit, but I don't know how that worked.
Yeah. It's definitely tough. I think the ranked in this game is also just, I don't know if it's different or I wish people did like placement matches, but it wasn't like, there are placement matches, but you still get placed at the bottom if you're starting out, but you gain points faster than everyone else. It's a weird placement system that kind of rewards more like playing more rather than true skill. I think I don't know if I'm the outlier in that.
I mean, I think you're right. It's a free to play game. That's what it would make sense, right?
Yeah. But we'll see. The season's brand new. I'm also curious if they're gonna like actually have changes for balance, because they will have another patch to add Human Torch and the Thing halfway through the season. So that's in, I think, how long are seasons, Jhinxx and Neomi? Is it 7?
3 months.
I don't
think.
know.
They're 3 months.
Wait,
so
season
yeah,
is it 3 months or is it longer than that?
Chat's saying
I don't remember
7
what they
weeks.
Is it 7 weeks? Okay.
Oh, the battle pass ends in 7 weeks. So there you go. But they'll have a second battle pass for the second half of the season, I think. Or
this is an extra large season, right? Because they're releasing more characters for season 1
no,
than they're doing for
season 0 was half of a normal season. Season 1 is a normal season, is what it is. I think.
Oh, really? So they're going to do four characters
Oh,
per
wait.
season?
No, but the characters are different. The battle pass is the same with like 10 skins.
Got it.
But they are releasing more characters this season than normal. I think they're going to try to do 2.
Yeah, they said they were going to try and do just 2 per season. Yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, for 7 weeks, that's kind of awesome. Like, that's a shit ton of characters in a year. They're going to get, hopefully, more bans in ranked. That, like, add a 3rd ban if they're going to have that many characters.
Yeah.
In the game.
Sure.
It can get kind of overwhelming. But hopefully they take a lot of feedback. I really like their approach to the community. They did like the dev video, and they're saying all the right things, whether it's, super premeditated language or not. They're still saying the right things for what it's worth. We'll let them cook. And the game's doing well. They got a lot of resources. I think everyone's just waiting for NetEase to NetEase, though, right?
Yeah.
They're worried about NetEase doing NetEase things, but so far they haven't. So, and Overwatch is just kind of dying off. Not that many people are still playing it. I think like Overwatch released a new thing the other day, and I think it was like 3 skins. And everyone's comparing Rivals to that, where it's like, here's a battle pass with 10 new skins, like 2 new characters, and
The pace is way better for Rivals than it is for Overwatch.
yeah,
so.
they're coming out of the gate swinging, whereas Overwatch is kind of slowly dying. It's really sad when you go and look at a social media account from Overwatch, and all the responses are just like, "Hey, you should download Marvel Rivals."
Oh no!
Ooh.
you should check out Rivals. It's a better game. That type of shit. So yeah, it's fun. I'm sure it's going to remain on the docket for a lot of people for the next couple of weeks as we head towards February, when video games start dropping. Even that first week of February is Kingdom Come Deliverance, and we got not Rivals. We got Wilds at the end of the month. A whole slew of games in between those. Civ 7. Are any of you guys big Civ fans?
Not big, but I'll play it.
I've never finished a game of Civ.
Yeah, I play it.
Yeah.
Dabble.
I've played it before, but I've never finished a game of Civ. Yeah, we got Avowed. Did you get early access to Avowed? Or did you play Avowed for a preview, Bruce?
I did.
Was that good?
I did, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's.
I think did we talk to you about that? I don't remember.
I don't know. It's an Obsidian RPG, so I mean, like, it's truly open world, and you know, like, you can run around and do anything. If that's your goal. I was saying that the lore is like kind of unapproachable because it's Pillars of Eternity stuff. So if you're into that, well, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know anything about Pillars of Eternity, so I could give 2 shits about what's happening in the world. But the game was fun, so
yeah.
So that was cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. We might actually have some folk from Avowed on in the future to talk about that. I don't know if that'll be pre or post release, but we're cooking up some stuff for that. What's the other game that's coming out in? There's Pirate Yakuza. There's something else I thought. Hold on, let me go to JPedia. What?
I ran out of battery.
Oh no!
I thought you were
no.
raising your hand to speak. I was like, wait, does Jhinxx need? Does she have something to
No,
say?
my hand still works, but my face doesn't. I will communicate through my hand from now on.
Wait, so it's
It's based on your phone battery because we use our
My
phone to
phone
capture
ran out
our
of
face.
battery.
Yeah.
You don't have it plugged in?
It is plugged in.
Oh, but it drains
runs out so
battery
much.
faster than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have an older phone? How long have you had that phone?
I use my phone just for tracking.
Oh, okay, okay.
This phone is just an iPhone.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm looking at releases. Nice hand. Great.
I'm just watching your hand.
Wait, what? Hold on. Can you still dab? What if you hit the dab keybind?
Yes, I can. Wait.
There we go.
There you go. Just respond. 1 dab is yes, 2 dabs is no. Does that work for you, Jhinxx?
Okay. Wait, hold on. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I played some. Have you guys ever heard of the series Ys? Y-S? It's an RPG series.
Oh no.
It's
I've heard of it. Yes, but I saw that you were playing.
I played it
but
for the
didn't-
first time the other day. That game's really fucking fun. It's not like the deepest RPG, but if you're just looking for something to like jump into and see some numbers go up and really fun combat that's like actually kind of challenging, it was good. I enjoyed that game a lot from Falcom. Yeah, it was. There's a remaster for, I think it's the 3rd one. What is it? Ys. Trying to look for the name of it. The Oath and Felghana. There you go. Do either are Neomi, Jhinxx, are you guys JRPG folk at all?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I asked Strippin a question. We'll close out the show with this today. And Bruce, I want your answer too. Are all VTubers anime?
I think all VTubers have watched anime, probably, right?
You tell me.
I've watched anime. Naomi, have you watched anime?
Yeah.
But is
Yeah, I watched it.
is the act of VTubing associated with anime? Maybe a different framing of the question.
Dude,
For 2D
in
models, I would think
Japan,
so.
yes. VTubers are massive.
Sure.
Like, huge in Japan. Like, as big as anime is in Japan.
Okay. Yeah. Bruce, how do you feel about it?
Maybe here, not so much.
Okay.
The correct answer is absolutely. Every VTuber is anime. I don't care what you look like. If you're a bear, I don't care if you're me. If you do a
Yeah,
VTuber
because
of
some
just my
VTubers aren't
body,
even humanoid. Some of them
definitely
are animals.
anime. 100% anime, obviously. And I love anime, by the way.
Okay. Would you say that you're a weeb, Bruce?
I have been watching anime for 25 years. Does that count?
I think you're.
Am I a weeb?
I'm not a weeb. I think you classify as a weeb, though. I don't watch anime.
You're definitely a weeb. Everyone knows you're a weeb.
I'm not a weeb.
Chat knows.
I'm
Knows
not
you're
a weeb.
Apparently
Naomi
you're
and
a
Jhinxx,
weeb.
I'm not.
they know you're a weeb.
I'm not. I'm not at all. I think that's it. I think that's our show. I think we can do some shout outs and get out of here because Jhinxx can't respond at all. She's just,
You can use your hand.
she got a hand and she can do yes or no. And this is this what it's like when a VTuber dies?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
back!
she's back. Oh my God. She was joking around this entire time.
No, my
Jesus.
phone charged a little bit.
Oh, so, okay. Well, then do your, Jhinxx, do your shout outs real quick while you have phone charge. Where can people check you out? Tell everyone about your stream.
My name is JP.
No, you're
my
not.
name is itmeJP.
No,
No, that's right.
that's not your name.
I'm Jhinxx. I'm a Skibbity Rizzled streamer, and I'm not Australian. I don't know why that's there. I'm British, but okay. I stream games. Yes. Thank you. I had fun being here.
Yes.
All right, we got to work on your shout out
Yes.
game, Jhinxx.
Skibbity bop bop. Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. We got to work on that a little bit. Got to work on that. Bruce, tell the good Lord's word about Tub Grub and yourself.
Oh no,
Is that
my
your
daughter.
kid? Oh, that's your kid.
That's
crying.
she's losing it. She's
Yeah.
She didn't nap today, guys.
Oh.
That's what happens when you don't have a nap.
Oh man.
Twitch.tv/JP is a weeb is where you can see me.
That's not.
Yes.
X.com/JP is a weeb. Twitter.com/JP is a weeb. That's where you want to go.
Okay. Nothing about Tub
Thanks for
Grub?
watching.
No Tub Grub?
Oh, and also if you want the best, the very best in food in your bathtub, please go to tubgrub.jpisAweeb.com.
That's not a. You don't own that URL.
I should though.
I mean, yeah, go buy it because if you say you own something on the internet, you have to buy it.
All right.
That's how it goes.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Naomi, do some shout outs.
Hi. You can find me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Naomi. You can follow me on Twitter, but I don't really use Twitter anymore. Kind of over Twitter. Everybody's kind of moving over to Blue Sky, and I'm kind of digging Blue Sky. I have not dropped my Blue Sky yet, but I probably should actually. I'm kind of over Twitter, but I'm just basically on Twitch mostly. I don't really, not really anywhere else. But if you like horror games, come on by. I play a lot of horror games.
Fantastic.
I
Great
play
stuff.
a lot of horror games.
Uh-oh.
Scary.
We got the zoom
Don't
in.
get scared.
No, you did this.
Don't get scared of me.
Those reptilian eyes. This is scary.
Bruce, should we get VTuber models?
Obviously.
Yes, they're
We're
fun.
both. Remember, we're both weebs.
Are you? I'm
So,
not
yeah.
a weeb, but are you paying for my model?
No.
You're not?
100% no way.
Jhinxx, pay for can you make our VTuber models?
You want to be big boobied 3D woman?
I like that. I like the look on your model as you're saying this. That it's frozen again.
There it is.
You only have control over your hand. This is great. This is fantastic.
It's a cute little smile. I like that you froze like that. It's cute.
Oh my God. Anyways, I'm sure Zeke we'll have you guys back on because I'm sure Zeke wants to know all about VTubers, and I'll have some more questions for you folks. Thank you both for joining us,
You
Bruce,
explained
as
it better.
always.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. I had so
This
much
was
fun.
Nice to meet
Yeah, it was a
you,
pleasure.
Bruce.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Nice meeting
Bruce.
you guys.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
go
nice meeting
check
you.
out everyone's streams. We should be back next week with the normal crew. Krendor approached me. He wants to come on the show again. I love when guests approach me to be on the show. That means that it's going to be a good one. So Krendor will be here, I think, the final week of January, the 26th. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for next week, but we'll let you guys know. And give you an update on the Twitters and or our Twitch channels. So thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your week. We're out of here. Bye-bye.